자, 오늘 세 번째 경기. 오늘은 그룹스테이지 마지막 날이고요. 여기는 패자조 페이즈 클랜 대 팀 리퀴드가 탈락이냐 프로 진출이냐를 걸고 멸망전을 합니다. 이 두 팀은 첫날에 이미 만나서 2대0으로 페이즈 클랜이 이긴 적이 있고요. 리퀴드가 복수를 다짐하고 밑바닥에서 기어와서 다시 만났습니다. 똑같이 2대0일지 아니면 다른 결과가 인페르노 팀 리퀴드가 픽을 했고요. 페이즈가 시티, 리퀴드가 테러. 피스톨 라운드.
Are you ready, Connor?
I think I'm ready. I'm trying to become ready. Yes, everything is now ready. I am fixed over here. So let's go. Pistols live. Lots of utility for the execute. And as that
테러가
ball comes
유틸
over,
많이 들고 와서 던져요.
Kerrigan sits behind it. Ooh, he peeks. Rain.
2로 수비들을 땡겼는데 페이크였습니다. A로 와요. 근데 앞뒤로 롭스의 오프닝 킬. 트위스트! 그리고 나쿠도 아파트에서 튀어나오면서 A의 수비를 3명 제거하고 설치에 성공하는 리퀴드. 트위스트가 미드에서 더블킬로
just shuffles a set of feet over, right? We had Rain and Rops on the short side of mid, but just that util gets Rain to switch over, and Twist just absolutely pieces together a jackknife play to put down bomb for Liquid.
That was amazing moves out of Twist.
그리고 예킨다 뒤통수를 잡고요.
As Liquid close this one out with no stress
이 사이트에
whatsoever.
혼자 있던
After ultimate goes down,
프로즈는
you think, well, they could get crushed because there is a crossfire.
아머라도 살려야 됩니다.
Who else but Twist could put FaZe to shame in a crossfire situation like that most teams would have in the bag. It's crazy to watch Twist frag FaZe. It's crazy to watch JKS play against FaZe, even though JKS played for G2 for so long.
근데 다 죽었어요.
We haven't watched him play for almost 8 months. And it just feels strange, especially at an IEM. This new lineup, I mean, on paper, it's one of the teams that on paper was sort of a big question. But after we've watched these games, I don't know if there's any questions left. Could make jokes about honeymoons and stuff like that.
야,
but
헤드 따고 180도 돌려서 헤드 따고 야, 양각이었는데.
And the enigma that is Ultimate, man.
Yeah, I mean, makes absolutely no sense, right?
I mean, I was talking to Joka Steve, and he said that when they played up last groups, the first 3 days, he didn't have sound in his right ear, but he didn't tell anybody.
Why wouldn't he do that?
He didn't want to make anyone uncomfortable.
That's insane.
And he said, I can hear with my other ear.
시티 포스바이 했습니다.
Just need one, actually.
Just need one.
MP9,
You know, like a kid.
5-7 디그에다가 갑옷 다 입었고 헬멧까지 3명 선수.
Joka Steve also told me that during a couple of games when, moments get tense, Naf had missed 3 Mirage window smokes in a row. Twist was kind of getting a little on him, and Ultimate comes out and says, guys, why get mad at each other when we can get mad at them? Proceeds to top frag, absolutely dismantle his opposition. So it feels like what Joka's telling people is Ultimate's just got that coolness about him.
자, 근데 CT의 포스바이 승리들이 데미지를 한 2명 정도 잡았지만 결국 사이트를 뚫고 들어오는 리퀴드였고요. 나프의 맥10 더블킬이 있었습니다.
Played a season of Pro League with AGO. Played the Blast groups last week. But now, this is a dream come true. For a young man from Poland.
I don't know anyone who said a bad word about Ultimate. Like there's some sort of stuff out
아니
there
근데 얼티밋 선수는 무슨
people doubted him, which of course they did.
데뷔하자마자
But I don't think anybody who watched his
리퀴드에서
games
그러니까 이제
thought,
리퀴드에 오자마자
people just thought
나비를 두 번 연속 이기고 만약에 이번 경기 이기면 ���른 플레이오프까지 바로바로 가는 건데 그러면 진짜 기분 쩔겠네요.
So wild. And also, I mean, we've even watched him evolve as an individual over the past couple of weeks. When we talked about the first time they played Mirage with Ultimate, that was a mess, right? It was him and JKS, and Ultimate was peeking late into angles. All the nades were set up to make him peek, and he kept chewing on them.
Made JKS look like a bad A player on Mirage, which I know is not the case.
And then after the game, he said, yeah, I was doing a lot of set pick plays, and I want to go a little bit out of prep.
세 번째 라운드가 시작됩니다. 페이스 클랜이 포스바에 했다가 졌기 때문에 총이 나오려면 한 번 더 라운드를 기다려야 되고요.
That level of aggression also banks off some sort of ego, right? He's got to have
스톨
confidence with
만들고
some of the moves he
굉장히
makes.
약해
And I just want to
있습니다.
know where that comes from. Who the hell are you
점프하면서
to take
킬.
it to tier 1 as he has? Second highest rated player at the event, by the way, coming into this game.
I feel like he's got the kind of confidence that
예킨다의 맥텐이 그냥
here we go.
all these
혼자서
players are
싹쓸이
great, but no one's
트리플킬.
better than me. I think that's the sort of confidence that I see in Ultimate.
Where can that come from, though? How
죄송합니다.
does one... How does one nurture that kind of confidence with zero accolades to talk about? Not a year of experience of LAN elsewhere. I don't get it.
We get a player profile right now. I want to know too, actually.
Yeah,
a guy with that affect who comes in so chill.
Yep.
You never see him
이번에는
do a full
록즈의
smile,
5-7이
no matter how
킬을
good
했고요.
the round is that he wins.
Has he come out yet and kind of spoken about his time at the Pasha camp?
I've just seen some photos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
I don't know what Pasha's teaching those kids, but man, this is
B쪽에서
a case
킬을
study
싹 다
of that
하고
no
working.
그냥
kidding. I mean,
A를
that's a beautiful thing
클리어하고
that Pasha
반대쪽으로
did over there. He was,
돌려서
Yes.
설치까지 하게 될
had
것
this sort of, it was
같습니다.
a mix between esports and physical training.
Yeah.
I think
굉장히
it
지금
was a photo of
리퀴드
Ultimate boxing gloves on,
수월하게
Hell yeah.
and I think that was
라운드를 계속
that's just
따고 있고요.
like,
페이지가
felt
다음
like
라운드에
some
총
sort of
사와서
summer
이제
camp,
진짜로 막아야
basically, for,
되고요.
you know, youth esports players in Poland. I mean, it's just amazing that Ultimate even participated in that as well.
I mean, I think it makes total sense, right? If you come from Poland and you aspire to be anything in Counter-Strike, how do you not look at the Virtus Pro boys? How do you not look at Pasha and his inspirational kind of transition from esports
폴란드
into
카운터
just this health
스트라이크의
fitness
새로운 희망인가요?
lifestyle that,
얼티밋?
honestly, I've seen
Pasha
Pasha change
이후에?
people's lives
Yeah.
as a personal trainer, and nowadays, obviously, as a motivation, right?
Yeah, people don't know. When we go to Katowice, we see. I've seen a poster of Taz that went like 9 floors up the side of an apartment building.
Yeah, he's
And
already a
Pasha
big guy.
on buses. Yeah, wrapping buses.
And we're talking about like 2022.
Yeah.
Okay. As in, Taz wasn't making as
이게
many waves in
카토비체에서 큰
2022.
데가
And the
열리다
man
보니까.
still had a building-sized billboard.
Yeah.
So, cultural
폴란드
impact,
선수들
Virtus Pro,
대문짝만하게
undeniable.
하는데
And Ultimate, crazily enough,
얼티밋 선수가
that,
만약에
so
카토비치에
one day we'll get the
간다면
answers from him, but how about
사진이
an
엄청
answer for
크게 실리겠네요.
FaZe? Sitting down 3-0, Team Liquid, their first real
여기
contest
중요한
versus
라운드입니다.
Guns.
페이지 클랜이 네 번째 라운드가
They're gonna go for the
되어서야
immediate banana
M4를 사올 수
control. Nothing
있었고요.
offered back from FaZe out of the gate, but starting to size up.
수비에 내지
Maybe a poke
못하면
at it with this incendiary, trying
허무하게
to
그냥
elicit some sort of an answer. I
쭉쭉
think
밀릴
there's going to be a
수도.
lot of posturing going on throughout this map, throughout this match in general. A lot of rounds will
테러는
boil down to
3연승
the
하면서
minute.
총
That's my
돈이 막
expectation.
7,000원, 6,000원씩 돈을 모으고 있고요.
Super recent game tape.
예킨다, 5킬 영데스,
Meaningful
나프,
outcome.
4킬 영데스,
Twists versus
미드,
FaZe and JKS.
루키와
Empty-handed,
레이니.
solid crossfire set up by FaZe. One of those moments where you're
양각
reminded
셋업으로
that pistol
앞뒤로
could have been an
잘 처리를
anomaly.
하고
Twists cracked through it with a 2K last time. Now it is an
예킨다도 연막을
empty-handed Team
파고들었지만
Liquid back to
어림없었고요.
reality. As Ultimate finds himself 1v5 in possession of the bomb towards B, walks through smoke, and we've got
FaZe가
nothing
퍼펙트
back here.
라운드.
And FaZe are stoic about it. One gun round deep doesn't mean jack. It's going to be a long
총을
day of
사고
work,
나서
but that one
깔끔하게
was convincing.
막았습니다.
Yeah, I think you nailed it. In terms of the energy right now, FaZe know that this could go to the third map, all the way to the last round. There might be an overtime involved in this best of... I can't even get too excited one way or the other about these early rounds, just because we know what the competition is like in the server. These two know each other. It's a very special matchup where we've got ex-teammates playing against former IGLs. You have
야,
both teams
울팀이
on form right now, ready for this
6,850원을
match. We saw
싹
FaZe play
털었고요.
against Vitality. That was a great game.
납에다가 유틸까지 테러가 풀바이해서 왔습니다.
Ultimate hangs on to the angle. Wasn't able to capitalize on that fallback from Brokey.
That was
I think.
Rops.
Oh, well. Speaking of him, I think one of the
바나나
best
컨트롤을
upticks
해주고 있는
was his
예킨다와
performance in
프로즌.
apartments so far at Cologne. Was just like tapping back into early days CS2 Rops, a welcome sight for sore eyes.
예킨다 수류탄을 그냥
Yekinder, sore legs.
제대로
Nade
먹었어요.
hits him as he's stuck inside of the corner here. Twist would love to help out, but barring a little bit of spam through smoke, not really much the Canadian in-game leader can do. So he's kind of lucky that FaZe let the pressure off Yekinder, who sits on 35 health.
There's a really good amount of grenades left over for a minute. So even though FaZe got this damage in, they're still in jeopardy of entire site hit going. Like Banana, for example, they don't have the ability to really retake here, and they've got to hope that Liquid are going to fake or take too long to bait
리퀴드
this one
40초
smoke out
남은
on Frozen.
상황에서 4명
I think
바나나로
this is the right play
들어옵니다.
from Frozen, or sorry, from Team Liquid. And
프로즌과
Frozen
캐릭은
releases a smoke
딱 더블
actually a
셋업
little bit
정확하게
early,
되어
considering
있고요.
Kerrigan doesn't have anything to work with here.
JKS starting to throw out some fake util towards A. This is going to keep the majority of
JKS가
FaZe
A 쪽으로
preoccupied.
페이크 유틸 던지고
CT smoke,
있고
like you said, maybe a little early, about to fizzle out. 20 to the clock. JKS
플래시뱅과 함께
completely
제거가
caught.
됐습니다.
And we're going to get that
20초
scramble
남은
over
상황에서 들어와야 돼요.
from Brokey, trying
트위치.
to add himself to the B site as Kerrigan goes down with nothing.
트위치의
Twist sprays the cross,
엔트리. 근데
and on the
브로키.
clock, nice boost.
나이스
Brokey,
부스트.
just the perfect timing.
한 번 더
Bomb
부스트.
still being planted, and
야.
it does indeed go down, but so does all of
FaZe
Liquid.
Clan.
Brokey gets a double. Frozen jumps up to take 2 himself, and with it, FaZe locking this bomb site down from the safety of the CT
했다가
cross. No
다시 한번
Kerrigan
또
frags
했다가
needed.
하면서
Yeah, that's true. Very
전부
creative
처리했습니다.
decision making on the timings, and very, very nice in terms of aim as well here for FaZe Clan, who they had to use players as resources because they didn't have counter utility. So the boost was one of the only ways in. And even if they came
여기서
into
다시
and
프로즌을
tried to clear this
올려주고
earlier on,
처리.
this is also Team Liquid opting not to go for the waterfall smoke in CT. and
타임아웃을
going for a regular
부르네요.
one.
리퀴드.
Why would that be?
Well, because they can do a lower telegraph one if they just throw one while they're execing. So like that smoke comes up from Frozen and then they go, okay, let's run it now. And there is a really good timing. The smoke comes up and FaZe are out of smokes to stop them. So they were right about that. But that also opened up this one option for FaZe. We also see a situation where that boost can only come in from a rotator because originally it's FaZe, it's Kerrigan and it's Frozen who are playing Crossfire, and Kerrigan goes down on the site. So not the worst case in the world here for Liquid. It's a strong idea. I think that in the back of their mind, they just think with a
자,
game that's likely
이러면은
to go
CT가
20
두 번
plus
연속
rounds,
라운드
you don't want to
따면서
draw moments like that
리퀴드의
versus
자금을
FaZe.
말리게 했고
I think they want to
AK가
take every
하나밖에
reminder,
없고
you know, to say you're tired.
공점을 만들
You're too old to play two
찬스인
best
것
of three in one
같은데
day.
AK 3개 들고
We're
있는
trying to prove
CT.
everything right now. Your time's up.
Kerrigan's made a career of people telling him he's too old.
Yeah.
No problem. You can
Kerrigan.
speaking of Kerrigan, fades away with the
눈 멀고
USB.
월뱅으로
Ooh, that's a yummy grenade.
이에킨다를
Yes, sir,
보내버렸습니다.
indeed. And even that last round, we want to talk about the boost being freed up by the rotator. Well, that rotator is allowed to come over as quickly as he did because JKS gets caught top middle with the flash,
That was
dies
great.
instantly.
Oh,
Nothing really went
캐리건
going for
무슨
Liquid towards the A
더블
site
킬이죠?
last time. And nah,
트레이드
hits the
내주고.
dirt. So one frag out of the AK.
Actually, you know what? That's a solid point. I mean, just looking at the B site, you see fast rotations, but it's true. If they didn't have the thought that it was a fake on mid, they maybe don't flash retake at that timing. Maybe don't
탄
get the
이미
info
떨어져
early.
있고요. JK
That's actually a
선수는
moment where sometimes
가복도 없고 태꾸만
it's
손에
actually
들고
worth just
있습니다.
skipping the flash retake on mid, right? Why don't you just threaten the idea that you're about to pour walk out of halls? Well, let bracket go at 30 seconds. These are stylistic choices. Doesn't always mean you want to do the same thing. And
오,
JKS won't get the
뺏었구나.
bomb back here at 35 seconds, so he'll just take his little prize of an AK and head for the halls.
Speaking of the apartments, go ahead and save.
아파트에 가서
Self up.
세이브를 합니다.
JKS, when he returned to Counter-Strike with Team Liquid, was asked what he'd been doing for the last half a year. He said, nothing. But that's not true. He's been in the Sponge boot camp, playing Face It near daily, carrying casters left, right, and center.
It seems like it worked too.
Except
Sometimes you learn by teaching.
it did leave a massive hole in the hearts of Harry and Hugo, and now
그래서
Sponge, because not
3대3
only does JKS have
동점을
Liquid, we've also
만들었습니다.
got
0대3에서
Azure back on a new
3대3까지
project too.
굉장히
And I
어려운
mean, that's the
여정이었는데
stack,
페이스
man.
클랜이 해냈고요.
Yeah, so
So-
what do you do? I mean, we got to get an elo tracker, right?
Yeah, it's
See if things are getting worse or not. I mean, JKS improves every team that he joins.
that's what I'm saying.
So it's a hard guy to replace.
Wild, of course, that we are talking about JKS as the, returning Cologne champion. G2 as a whole are also returning, but he is here with Liquid.
에이펙스 목소리 씨.
Go back 2 years, of
여기서도
course, FaZe hoisting a
실시간으로
trophy
들립니다.
then. So plenty of Cologne
짜유
champions
피스톨
in the past,
에이스인가요?
currently playing in the server
Holy
tonight.
shit.
Just hoping to step back into the stadium. And Ultimate, the idea of a stadium, what is that?
Yeah.
He gets his second kill here as they expose a player on smoke. Kerrigan bested by JKS. Not bad. Team Liquid starting to split into the A play. We get this dismantlement of the balcony setup, but Brokey is here alongside Rops. Rops goes down with nothing. Brokey doubles up. And with it, we get this quick rotation from Liquid up and around the apartments. Is it enough to get away from Brokey? Is it enough to open a route for Frozen into this site to help?
I can't believe how much FaZe have put on defending this, but Ultimate finds his timing to get out.
신중하게 하나씩
They wanted to go
하고
replay March while it was
있어가지고
still a minute up. Frozen in a 1-on-3, looking for the peak. Twist will deny him. Team Liquid stay in the lead. That's a nice round where they punish the mid-aggression, and JKS gets a follow-up entry on Arch. They kept it really simple from that point, but I think it was 5v3, right? There were no answers back from FaZe just yet.
Correct.
They still made that close. Like, they are still playing, I think, high-energy CS and are always ready to put up a fight, even in a moment like this.
올티미 선수가 더블킬을 따고 사이트 먹고.
It felt like the only thing that could go wrong is they didn't continue fast enough. No, if you get 2 kills on A, you go lane, right? If you get 1 kill, you go Arch, and you could take it slower and you stop rotations out. But they didn't fully commit to it right away.
No, which is nice. You know, Brokey gives them something to think about. And they didn't think long. It was that instant transition away.
불을 많이 밟고 있습니다.
Just behind the incendiary, blind as a bat.
그리고 바나나를 클리어하는 FaZe 클랜.
But there's another wave.
트위치가 살짝 갚아주지만 마무리당하면서
4v2 out of FaZe, and it's a fast answer yet again. Bomb back on team
바나나
ramp.
싸움을 1대3 교환당하면서 FaZe 클랜이 압도적으로 이겼고요. 4대2에다가 폭탄은 저 뒤에 떨어져 있고.
What are you going to do about it without a bomb? Opper walks out, puts JKS down, and so Naf's got a long time to collect his thoughts, let his team talk it out, and Liquid try to find a solution to what's at the moment this rambunctious-looking banana play out of FaZe.
Plays hitting, Shui takes out Spinks and the P250
시작하자마자 A롱에서 땄고
starting to trundle up long, the full format
A롱에서 테러가 오는데 자유의 이제 P250는 그쵸 페이드 마크 무기죠. 갑바에다가 피스톨 라운드에다가 P250를 몰아주는 그런 플레이.
Allow Torchy to tuck in. They do have Shui on Gandalf, but save plant. Flames punching in the code. Covered by Mezzi.
설치하고
2 from short side. Jimmy late elevator, but he could be cleared by Mezzi. Won't be doing that now. Shui's hit a banger.
자유 킬, 더블 킬.
Zywoo, can he continue to rack him up?
혼자 남았어요. 1대3. 더블 킬하고 1대3.
No, it is a good weapon for this fight, but already a couple of
P250.
will surely go punish. He's hitting them. One remains. Can Zywoo really
하나
start with
남았는데.
another ace on the pistol?
설치 끊었고요. 확인하고 점프 체크하고 토르지가 그냥 주기로 달려오는데 서로 딸피해서 한 대. 자유의 피스톨 에이스. 야, 아니 마지막에 1대3이요. 와.
That they put all those advantages away
둘이
and still
엄대
win.
경기를.
Well, now Liquid survive that Brokey 3K and survive being broke themselves.
Let's see if FaZe can crank it up a notch. Down to the bottom of mid goes Kerrigan. Oh, they hold him. Well done by Twists.
Yeah.
He knows your game. He is indeed
완전
familiar.
마지막 라운드예요.
Frag for Rops right to the side of the head. And we could be looking at a Team Liquid 6-round half. Maybe. Just maybe. And I think one of the cool things about this Liquid project and their success over the last couple of weeks is they have survived a lot of slow starts. They have been able to drag their opponents into the late game and prevail. And the one team that they weren't able to do that against thus far, obviously, in the server with them right now.
이게 천천히 가네요. 임페르노 공격을.
Sometimes you want that early loss, right? You need the reality check. You need the lesson, the tough ones to learn from.
지금 A의 롭즈 혼자 있는 건가?
And Team Liquid,
그렇네요.
no stranger to adversity in their first season with this 5. But yet, just like the last round, there's a lot of open space here towards the inside. No presence in brackets to hold them back, and so Robs has to go massive from the pit. And Naf's got an idea. Simple as that. Flying single points of health from Nafly.
니값하네요.
Enjoyed that one a little more than the save.
나플라이니까 이제 진짜 플라이.
At least they get to humor us.
진짜 날았네요.
This is a very hard They're gonna have to hit the Bernie if they hit this
역시
retake.
나플라이.
Frag, smoke, flash, 3v5 to go. Missed shot out of ultimate. Not his best half. Not his best work so far on Inferno. JKS has got him covered at least, but they nade him out.
오 리테이크
So
가능?
time is
수류탄?
still ticking, but as it hits the halfway point, we go down to just 2 members of FaZe left over. They try to double up towards Moto, and
이렇게
that is indeed
6대6으로
the end of them. That
우리
open A site,
엄대엄이네요.
back-to-back rounds.
아니 근데 자유 아까도 8킬 1대
I mean, how many
쓰였는데
years has Apex been running around us too as
죽지도
well?
않고 적을 죽이지도 못하고 그냥 스무스하게 너무 라운드가 가버렸네요. 매지가 11킬 4데스.
Starting with 3 towards upper B. Maybe they go for a flash
롤란
push, but it's
1킬
all splits with
8데스.
position 4.
Team flash as well.
널션 2킬 8데스.
Oh, well played. Oh, well played. Oh, I think he's got
오
more. Spinks may not
스핑스가
expect
상대를
another.
박살내고
Yeah, he won't. Those are the two B defenders.
이거는 너무 신났네요.
Oh, no. No.
Oh, no!
Not like that. That's...
The smile on his face immediately. I know we get those comm rounds. I would love to hear what if he says
못
anything
죽였네?
about that. Probably not.
Yeah, that... I mean, we all know how that can happen.
If you're Torshi, you're kind of hoping he clears you.
Yeah.
Because at least then you get a fight where you can track the pathing.
포르지 방금 완전 나갔었어.
He's niggling. Yeah, oops.
Oh dear. Is this Vitality or G2?
야, 옷도 약간 태권부의 유니폼 아닌가요? 야, 한국에 대한 이 에이펙스의 사랑이 녹아난.
Oh, reports in from the sideline coming in thick, hot and fast. We have a keyboard issue.
키보드 이슈? 갑자기?
Oh, nice mullet.
갑자기?
Harry, I think, has probably got a competitor in the building.
I would argue, yeah, I think they're both on par.
Keyboard issue has been fixed.
Thank you, Chad. Thanks for the
고쳐졌대요.
update.
No worries. They're going to force mistakes, yeah. They're going to... Okay, yeah.
부산을 사용하는.
They have to take risks. You know that's going to happen. You know that they're going to try something aggressive on the CT side.
키보드 이슈면 그거 아닐까요? 스냅탭 쓰다가 세팅 꼬여가지고 막.
Standard setup with Exertion and Jimmy over towards B.
Exertion's having a go.
아님 말고.
Exertion's up towards low, up to no good. Flames and Spinks. Gonna be occupying upper.
야 이거 와 마우즈가 이렇게 되다니.
Exertion let them come to him.
My question is just: is Apex
근데 마우즈 약간 이럴 것 같긴 했어.
Well,
왜냐면은
now actually that nade's come through. Yeah, there it is.
헬콘스랑 할 때 첫 맵을 따였나
Absolutely
그랬거든요.
Bloody perfect.
유크를
Alex.
따였나?
And then your short player gets beheaded because you've got an aimer like Flames who can
두
take
번째
that
맵을
fight.
땄는지 아무튼.
Torji though, he will deliver onto Apex. The absence of a flash is punished, and a leg shot as well. Zywoo's put Exertion down to 20.
Well, now you'd kind of want to see if Spinks can go towards B and isolate the one-on-one against Jimmy.
이거
Well, the smoke
마우즈
might change
이거
that
총 사온
conversation, or
것까지
the nade might do
지면은
it. Oh, the nade has done it.
He finishes
Zywoo의
the job
수류탄.
himself.
Short aggression. How ready is Zywoo?
He's typically very ready for any engagement, even if it doesn't always look like it.
롤란,
You can see,
자유.
he's considering his options as he backs away.
롤란 자유.
An uncrouch here. Yo, perfect for Brommer. Perfectly executed, but now the B site needs to be defended. And
좋아요.
Jimmy,
첫
he has done
라운드를
enough
딸
at
수 있는
least to remove
기회예요,
Spinks.
마우즈.
Mezzi's got the bomb, yet to cross. Audible steps, gonna throw it across for his teammate.
C4를
Jimmy doesn't
건네주고
commit on that flashbang. And actually, Mezzi will punish him.
매지가
Look at-
더스트 2를 잘하네. 지금 12킬 4데스.
Okay, confirmation of
2대2로
Roland.
돌아왔고요.
Look at the
25초.
flame. Not in a hurry here.
윈도우 보다가
Still punching in the
플랜트.
code.
근데 브롤란
And
지켜주는
a big fight taken
trading.
by Roland. He's put impact into this, but it could all be for naught.
아다리.
Flames, oh, versus Torji. Now
아다리.
gets to play wicked games with him here. Swap to the It doesn't
플레임즈
work out. It's
1대1을
still
이깁니다.
Vitality.
Oh dear. That's 3 clutches in the first
됐다,
half of
마우즈
play. A
10대
Zywoo
0.
1v3, a Spinks 1v2, and now a Flamesy 1v2.
Yeah, and he started the round with a headshot onto Shui as well. Real
역시 자황
scorchy. You saw it there
수류탄도
in the
완벽한.
replay. Nade on his face. Zershin didn't get to play.
오.
Jimmy, yeah, he put up a fight. Mezzi hitting some great shots here on Dust 2. And I'm not just saying that. He is.
He is like
네.
this is some good CS
그래서
from Messi right now.
바이탈리티도 그룹스테이지 보니까 폼이 좋아서 이 우승 후보 꼽자고 하면은 진짜 나비, G2, 바이탈리티 셋 중에 하나 두 팀은 결승에 있을 것 같아요.
He misses some shots.
Oh.
I'll tell you who's not missing shots right now.
Yeah, he looks like a robot. In the best way.
라고 했는데 막 씨 그냥 결승 소우 대 페이즈 막 이러고 있고.
This feels like a mismatch.
Yeah, but I'm just sitting here going, this is how you and I are cursed.
이거 야 근데 진짜 마우즈가
What I care about is how
전반 끝까지 한번 볼까요? 한 라운드도 못 따고 가는지?
One right now is just wailing on the other. Same with that G2 game. It's just
일단 11대 0까지 왔어요.
Disparity is alarming and exciting.
Yeah, and this is the T side going to be contributing to that skewed T side stat line that we've had at Cologne thus far.
Yeah, maybe it's just a T side thing.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
12대 0으로 전반이 끝나나?
Oh god.
It's just the T side.
I reckon it's the pistol. That pistol.
Yeah.
That pistol.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's MR12.
Yeah. Oh, that's it.
대상역 SK 인터넷을
yeah.
지켜줘.
No, the CT economy. It's the CT economy.
Ah. We love a 13.
와. 여러분 방송은 안 끊기나요? 내 유튜브만 끊기는 거야?
Sorry guys, I'm sorry. At SPUNJ on Zitter.
I'm so sorry, everybody.
야, 이거 뭐야? 이거 뭐예요? 이거 뭐예요?
We were doing so well.
AWP 3개 뭐예요?
I apologize profusely.
It's all right, man.
It won't happen again.
진짜임? 이거 진짜임?
Cast Mouse's first round, cause
Yeah, okay.
all right, mate.
Mouse Sports.
진짜임 씨발 테러 딱 세게.
Seeding game, sure, but loser.
에이펙스가
G2.
시작하자마자 월뱅. A롱의 플레임즈는 따블 떨 겁니다.
Exertion's aggression. Not
AK로
expected.
바꿨네요.
There's another kill on the table. Apex slow, but Zywoo strikes.
미드 푸시는
They know
잡혀버렸고.
about exertion.
They do.
Well, they know there was one. Now they know there was two.
그래도 마우즈 진짜 전반 마지막에
frag, he dinks up Zywoo as well.
숫자 비슷하고 체력이
Surely Maus win this round.
He countered it with a caster curse. That's respect, actually. A counter curse.
Harry
Potter style.
자비가
He
없어.
tagged Jimmy to start the round.
Yeah.
Zywoo, when things even look a little bit worrying.
아니 근데 어제도 그랬잖아. 어제도 바이탈리티 더스트 2 할 때 자유가 테러에서 더블로 미드 도 지나가는 놈들 다 때려박아가지고.
Yeah, really. And Zywoo's gonna hit that.
완벽합니다. 자유 그리고 바이탈리티 대 마우즈 12대 0.
13-0 at the start of this match.
Can't ask for much more in that department.
11대 6 페이스 클랜이 테러에서 계속 연승을 하고 있는 거죠.
He's yet to make a error here on the T side. A 6-6 half, and not a single answer yet out of Team Liquid's defensive half. A CT side that's left a lot to be desired, but one that's still going to be gun rounds. Inbound, 5 rounds the difference. It's pressured down Banana. Yakindar looking for that fight as the base of Banana remains smoked. But I feel like Frozen is more than happy to take this fight against Team Liquid when he is set up to do so. And soon enough, he may be. He could have been. Doubles back for a cash. If you tell, we're going to get FaZe working closer towards apartments. This is where I said they haven't really met much resistance. Rops has not been given a chance to shine. And Team Liquid rattle off the op towards Banana. No presence yet again from Liquid inside apps, but it is still this heavy 4-player A-side lead.
먹고 있는
Hit the
상황에서
minute on the clock, and Rain still just pulling back. Happy to mosey around as he pleases. And Kerrigan's going to pick up the responsibility of pressuring Banana a bit.
It's another solid buy here for Liquid, but they're just basically sitting and listening for audibles as they patiently wait for someone to come right here into bracket. Brokey and Co looking for a
갔고요. 트레이드를 내줬습니다. 성공.
Oh god! Twist gets out. Sticky situation as he sits on 30 health, but he nades Brokey low.
그리고 A에 지금 3명이 더 있어요.
Didn't get his fight on Banana, and he's met his maker.
드디어 리퀴드가
trying somehow to get this engine rolling for Liquid, and it is indeed him that goes up and over, above and beyond, from the roof as he drops with 3 kills this round.
Yeah. That's
the only success for Liquid so far on the CT side.
Man, Twist is just, he's a miracle, honestly. It's amazing. As a, the fact that he's been picking up those duties, has the excuse of falling off a little bit, but then putting up the rounds that he does consistently and all the positioning. You know, he was the guy inside of middle just that previously that didn't fall for only seeing rain. Knew that Rops was right around the corner too.
얼티메이트가
Even though
지금
he died to
이번
that second
경기에서
fight, it feels like he's the one that's very clued in.
약간 저조한 성적이네요.
Meanwhile, Banana's been
그렇고.
under contention, and it will be yet again.
나프에다
Not
더블로
Ultimate
팀
finds the
리퀴드.
op kill. This is that variation from Team Liquid as they come through double op. It's risky business.
팀 리퀴드는 더블업 진짜 좋아하는 것 같아요.
They've shown us they are willing to make
나프가 잘
different
써서 그런
decisions and
거겠죠?
approach rounds in an unexpected fashion. Maybe FaZe falling victim to it here in number 19. Nav stays posted on the angle.
시간이 프로즌이 이미
Even-headed
잡힌
map here
상황에서
for Team Liquid, and there isn't really much pressure on them to go and seek out much more. They've got the 5v4 as we move slowly into the late rounds.
열고 내다봤지만 아무도 없었습니다. 트위스트 똑같은 위치 지키고 있고요.
Is Twist going to be the one?
Again. He's positioned for it, and he's got JKS behind him to try to bolster this short hold. Ultimate just gave up a lot of space over on Arch, and in that moment, Rain slides out. Twist goes in!
트위스트!
Double headshot!
어떻게
Not
상대가
just that,
딱
but
유틸 전쟁
confirming the remnants of FaZe
타이밍에
are just
치고
as
나가서
close to this A
더블킬을.
site as his other two frags. Ultimate will lose his line. JKS needs to
Anti-flashy.
deliver something, you'd assume, but it's a fake plant with 15 left to go. They get JKS to spray away half the mag.
Brokey.
He finishes Rain, but Brokey's back in, looking
근데
for another
C4가
impactful round. No
요
sir.
리퀴드
Nav
수비
sways with
다시
the
성공.
Berettas. Liquid taken 8th, and it's Twist to post frags again.
Yeah, it's got to be great for their confidence now. I mean, their IG. Look at that. They stepped on the trap wire, and Twist immediately pushed into mid. As soon as Kerrigan
반대편
pulled out
쪽
his smoke, he
끝났나요?
was exactly right about the timing and absolutely had to hit this second kill, which he does on the spray transfer after killing Rops. 4 guys looking in his direction. That's how many it takes to take him down. And even though it feels like FaZe have put already together such a great half, Liquid are making it a close game now. And
또 클로스
We're on an
게임이야.
ego
페이스
here for
팬은
FaZe.
맨날 클로스 게임만 해.
also, I think it did feel like the B site was getting a little flimsy. So then they put Naf on the op. That's a great way to freely reinforce that position.
I didn't know Rain
레인
did
선수
gymnastics.
날라갑니다.
You didn't see that goal to Norway?
No, I didn't. Sorry. Ultimate has been able to collect some kills in Banana, but still sits at an unimpressive 6 and 13 half. So if it's not going to be this Polish phenom to get the impact this evening against FaZe, somebody else is going to have to
근데
step up. He falls victim to the
울티밋이
team.
더블
Yekindar
놓쳤어요.
is in the back of the site looking to pick up
Yekinda.
slack. He's got 6 bullets in the mag. Frozen's
총알
on the
6
op,
발.
and then Twist comes out to help out. There's that
프로즌이 더블
AWP, finding the no-scope, and dealing with
라이프로
Yekindar. Empty
바꾸고요.
gun. As the
당전.
smoke plumes, and the CTs respect it.
요.
Nav comes around from Banana. The actual cross can just be held, and so be it that they lose Ultimate, but it's another sign of bad things from Team Liquid's op department.
And here we are, folks. The game was always going to be close in the end. Felt like FaZe were about to run away with it, but now we get to that round 20 mark. This is when the calling gets more intense. The coach input gets more detailed. There's more conditioning. There's more data here on what's
저기
happened.
쫓아와요. 타임아웃 걸고.
And Mither is very much getting involved. In terms of what Liquid are trying to do in these rounds, I don't know if I would change that much, you know? The only thing I would hope for them is that some of the fragging improves. We got Ultimate and JKS still on A kills. That's going to be a sore thumb in this game if it ends in favor of FaZe, who overall look a lot stronger across their players. Now you do have Kerrigan and Rops down there, but they're the ones with 11 rounds.
Frozen again wants a piece of the
프로즌
action.
예킨다 대결.
Oh my god, and Yekindar's been playing off the
쉽게
back foot,
놓쳤습니다.
what feels like all half long.
Yeah, he's been trying to do that play. It's costing him a lot of health.
And at times, a B bomb site. Team Liquid letting FaZe get dangerously close. Triple nade
Yo,
almost
triple
ends
nade.
Naf, and now both of these B defenders
이거
barely
저번에
standing.
봤죠?
Yeah. Man, and yeah, I feel like Yakinder wants the MP9 and is trying to make this half-wall play work.
But I mean, you're going up against Frozen, who's 19 and 12,
Yeah.
has more often than not put you down on 20 HP, and then instantly Team Liquid's game plan of having this MP9 hold banana is gone. It feels like they're playing catch-up on B every round.
But they've always got eyes wide open here.
뚜가
They know like,
G2한테
this
했던
arch smoke is going to come in. Ultimate sitting perfectly on this
트리플
angle.
레이드.
Yeah, can he hit the shot?
Now, they don't have a double pin
바로
setup, so
뺏겨왔네요.
if they fall back a little bit, there's a chance that this could put them in jeopardy.
Not to mention, we've got Rops queued up for the apartments pop.
럽즈
ahead of the smoke.
아파트를
Oh, and they get two, but now
근데
with the
나-
triple. Beretta's out in hand.
나프
Put
트리플
down by
킬하고 갑니다.
Frozen.
2대2.
Again, the shining star of FaZe tonight. He's the reason
중요한
Yakinder sits on
라운드예요.
20.
돈이 지금
But if not for Naf, then this round is already gone. The 12 would be locked in. Twist tries to slide
트위스가
up
쏘다가
and
말았어요.
finish what his countrymen started. But it's going to have to be
죽었다고
Yakinder if
생각했는데
it's going to be Team Liquid.
캐리건님
FaZe
맷집이
burst
좋았습니다.
through despite Naf's best efforts. And as Kerrigan
나
hangs on alongside
예킨다가 근데
Frozen,
MP9에다가
Yakinder hopes that uncertainty creeps
피가
into the
적어요.
minds of FaZe. They throw a flash out, he gains vision, they see him, and he feels time
트위스의
limited. Frozen
친정사랑.
peeks out and is absolutely taking over. 3 kills from Frozen in this round
살려주기.
as he goes 22 and 12.
That's great
아이고,
that you pointed it
아까워라.
out. I mean,
아.
every time they make a cameo
나프가
over on Banana, they get their
트리플
damage in and they
잘했는데.
leave. And Naf puts up this incredible A4
야,
spray
뭐야, 이
transfer
M4
commercial
스프레이는.
for Team Liquid, but that's about it on the round. It's Frozen who
깔끔했다.
is the real highlight here.
저런
And Halls is the perfect call, right? You see a setup like that with 3 people inside of
코치가 막
brackets.
주저앉고요.
And Mythers
이러면
obviously
FaZe 클랜이
stressed
12점
watching that
도착했죠.
moment take place, but
오늘 팔콘스 상대로 12대 9에서 OT를 가버렸는데
Oh, sit down.
어?
And that could be the end of Ultimate on
아, 예,
Inferno.
13대 6으로 끝났다고 하네요. 마우저가 6점까지 갔어 그래도.
Just steps behind Nico in terms of rating at the second stage of Cologne. And in the opening map against FaZe, 6 and 16. And we saw that glorious 3K out of Brokey. We see this opening kill to potentially queue up FaZe's map 1
브로키의
win.
오프닝 킬,
A
게임을 끝낼
challenge
수 있는
put forth
찬스.
by Liquid on Inferno,
A
and
사이트
Twist
빠르게
tries to take up the mantle yet
가다가
again.
살짝
It's at least a
멈춰서
glimpse. It's a quick sight of FaZe in
바나나
mid.
쪽으로.
But it's such little utility here for Liquid at 50 seconds. And even when there is this rock back towards Banana, a lot of sound being made. Frozen starting
소리를
to make
계속
this pressure
내주면서
apply.
B쪽도
The
흔들어주고.
MP9 of Yakinder yet again. Meanwhile, Pit player
야킨다
gets
P3?
peeled off. So Twists in Boiler.
보일러!
Oh, this is perfection.
브로키 점프
Oh, he
지렸다.
doesn't
와,
get the second.
브로키 왜 이렇게 날렵해?
And
뭐야
all this
방금?
time, Rops has now gone deep into the CT spawn. Twist tries
야,
to do
씨.
it all again.
아,
But
이렇게
Rops has got their
되면.
number. He has got their spawn, and he has got 13
FaZe
to the
클랜이
board.
리퀴드 상대로
FaZe Clan stand
인페르노를
tall to open this
따냈습니다.
series. The Lanxess beckons. Look at my
레인
damage. Look at
선수가
my damage.
이제
Guys, it's about me.
내
Everybody,
데미지를
look at me.
보라고. 킬은 브로키가 했는데 레인
before you
선수가 내
congratulate
데미지
anyone,
보라고.
look at my damage.
개웃기네요.
Kindar sees that utility come through. He's got a pocket on the top of Hut though. That ain't the prettiest molly, and oh boy, we get a quick hold of the Hut door. 2 bodies hit the dirt, and Rops isn't able to get the trades going. There were real limitations here for Liquid. There were 3 players without armor, and yet they go up 5v3.
Diggle.
Naf connects with the Desert Eagle. Yakinder goes down off of rafters, so things do get a little sketchy. They
Yo,
fluster
FaZe
that
clan.
SMG off of the back of the site, but
여기는
JKS queued
잡히고요.
up to clutch it out. Flanks
그렇지,
around the
내립니다.
lobby, and that is Team Liquid bouncing back when they've got no business doing so.
Absolutely. Great sight hold, and it got a little scary at the end as they were exiting Hut. FaZe Clan looked like they were going to put something together, but there were just one too many players still left alive after those initial kills from Team Liquid. Not too shabby.
오, CG 권총으로. 빵.
And this is a fast play upper into finally can credit, you know, like Twist has done a great job like calling like throughout basically every single map. But in this matchup versus FaZe, it just always feels like Kerrigan is like getting exactly what he wants out of the rounds.
Sure.
브로키
This is a moment where
7킬
he gets
1데스
perfectly
AK
countercalled.
혼자
It's like
들고
a gamble
있고요.
stack
나머지
upper
4명.
right when FaZe want to hit
이스톨.
this tempo, and it's a moment where you see, okay, Twist also knows Kerrigan.
Naf caught in the
나프
open.
1킬에 그치고 트레이드.
The one AK in the mix here from FaZe.
브로키의 AK가
Are we gonna go
라운드
tit for tat?
만들어낼 수 있을지.
Brokey chucks that AK-47 over to Rops instead, so he can take the M4. Brokey is off to the races, if I must add.
Yeah.
8 kills in 3
M4를
rounds. Now,
먹었네요.
yes, okay, Rain did all the damage in the pistol,
Never forget that.
but the numbers don't lie. And I like this characterization you've had going of kind of like Twists just kind of being undone by Kerrigan in the early days of his in-game leadership. And the comparison that we kind of drew between Shuhei and Kerrigan, not two teammates, but two people that we know had, immense influence one to the other.
I feel like he's got a couple of USB sticks. One is Shuhei's brain, his inspo, Shuhei's inspo. Then the other is Twists, okay? Then everybody that used to play for him as well. He's got a floppy disk for JKS.
Right.
Okay. And there's just too many players that look up to Kerrigan.
And he gets the better of him.
예킨한테
from the
대줬고
back of the site. Oh man.
설치
FaZe thought they
못했죠?
had some kind of opening. They didn't even contemplate a player being back here.
룩드는 AK가
And so
있어요,
they end up
일단.
paying the price.
오,
However,
레인이
there's still a
디글로
chance at a
잡아버리고.
recovery if Rain wants to keep posting damage, but it looks like
근데
his time
룩드의
ends.
AK
How
10초
about
남았고요.
Rops? Does his begin?
Oh, that's a good way to plant.
Goes for the fake. Elicits the push.
와,
Gets the
룩드!
frag, but doesn't plant.
He has time.
Doesn't plant. Gets the
하지만
reload.
설치해라
Walks
안
away.
하고
Better not die after time.
적을 죽이고
Whoa, went to hunt down the
더
frag.
빨리
Thought that
죽이고
there was
싶었던
someone
것
coming in
같은데
behind him. There is now. Okay. Well, I think he could
설치를
have
안 했네요.
Could have planted.
but
then he would have had an AK
he was
with
so
no
sure
bullets.
someone was in decon, so fair enough.
You know,
그냥 AK를 먹고 그냥
that's a good
살았습니다.
So he decides to keep himself alive.
Okay.
Doesn't get any extra money, but does
So
do a lot of damage considering this was one
룩드의
AK. Don't forget
클러치.
that.
Nice
Single
try.
AK, and it almost wins the entire round.
Yeah, true. And Yakinder plays his spot at clock beautifully. Doesn't show himself too soon. And they get a little too comfortable.
Very good round for FaZe in terms of just chipping away Team Liquid's stability. And we'll see if they can do it again. Rops maintains that AK-47. Nobody else even has Kevlar though, so flash here for Brokey. AK up high. Look at it drop an
AK
elbow onto somebody
가버립니다.
outdoors, but not gonna happen.
우팀이.
Ultimate ready to feast with the A1S versus the unprotected heads of FaZe Clan.
사일로 더블킬을 따낸 얼티밋.
Said he's got a USB stick for all these people. What kind of compromising information is on those USB sticks, Longer?
Photographs
AK 주었나요?
of
네, 브로키가
drawings
주었네요.
Ooh.
of JKS and Twists.
요.
Journals.
에이스?
Ultimate ace.
총알이 없네요.
Taken away.
Yeah, he knows them better than they know
M4였으면
themselves.
에이스였는데.
That's my suspicion with Kerrigan. You know, Kerrigan complimented Twists calling on Twitter.
Okay.
And he said, you're a great caller. And in that moment, Twist was probably like, damn it, he's not scared of me.
Right?
There's one eco here.
Someone's breathing a lot in the
Yeah,
mic.
Robin. It's fine, let him breathe. It's fine.
Let the man breathe.
Campaign.
페이스 클랜
Breathing
분위기는
some life
좋은데
into the T side of FaZe, perhaps. Clearly, the spirits of
AK
FaZe,
내가
not
같았고
feeling too
스모크
flustered.
뭐죠
How
이거?
do you smoke that?
I don't know.
That's actually
I'm not that smart.
that's actually impressive.
저 스모크
good
어떻게
enough,
쳤죠? 궁금하네. 어떻게 친 거지?
Tries the same shenanigans that he got into in the pistol round. This time gets blasted away by Frozen.
하늘에서 시체가
Ultimate.
떨어졌던 저번 라운드.
Waits instead. Or does he? He's going to go in on it. Nicely done.
Jimmy,
Isolating
더블 들고
Frozen there. The
나와서.
shadow, obviously, off of the vending machines is such a selling point to go in for that kind of a push.
He's
unless
living-
he's in the corner.
He's living up to his short nuke reputation here. 4 maps, ultimate 6-1 start.
Really
Yakinder-
nice flank.
Yeah, he's on the
이킨다
hunt.
플랭킹 좋고요. 오, 롭드가
You
각을
get that garage frag from Yakinder. Felt like
가라지에서
he had that
레인을
one in
제거.
the bag
3대3.
seconds ago, but Ultimate's second attempt does not go as smoothly as the first. We go 3 versus 3. That's going to be the ramp room open, of course. You've got 2 dead players for Liquid in this direction. Of course you head this way if you're FaZe.
And Yakinder's, yeah, of course you head this way, and Yakinder's just doesn't know how far they've lurked at this point, so is playing it very safely. And this means that they can go downstairs. They have 2 smokes to do so as well.
Oy.
오,
my
롭드가
God.
He
예킨다의
doesn't see out of his feet.
That-
So
다리를
Rops is on
봤습니다.
the prowl.
Yeah, of
칼, 칼,
course.
칼.
okay, a little sketchy. But
그리고
luckily
야,
combining with Kerrigan out for main, so all's good
롭즈.
for Rops. And it is FaZe Clan to tiptoe their way into the A sites.
못 죽이는 줄 알았어. 이게 사다리에 매달려서
I was thinking about
쏴가지고
it, and like Twist is
총알이 막
top
치길래
site, so they actually were right that it was going to be top site because Kerrigan comes in
킨다
mini.
놀라서 그냥
The problem
점프해서
was that
뒤돌아
he
쏘고
didn't
막
think that there was a
난리
ramp timing where they flanked, but it wasn't cleared. You know, it was very that's a timing that was definitely possible. I always like to be charitable to the players who don't know, but in this position with the amount of time left over, the one thing on FaZe's advantage, of course, is the fog of war. In a 3v3, the Ts, they know the CTs can't watch everything, and ramp, you can't plant there. So it's a position that you love to hold because it guards the heaven flank and as well as the drop down lower, but the ramp room itself is only useful up until a certain amount of time.
저쪽은 바이탈리티가 5대2로 리드를 하고 있습니다.
I feel myself kind of rating each of these teams based on openings, mid rounds, and late rounds. And I feel like the setups for Liquid are actually overall as good or even better as we saw on Inferno. But the mid rounds and late rounds, I think, are more consistently FaZe Clan.
Hell yeah. That's what you've come to expect from FaZe, is it not?
Yeah.
얼티밋이 더블 들고 업사이드를 보고 있습니다.
Yeah, they had the best late round trio for so many years, and that was with Twist. Now replaced by somebody who is just as good in a in a different way in Frozen. So still mighty fearsome.
As proven on Inferno.
스모크 쳐서 시야를
The
가려주고요.
dismantling of Team Liquid in the
빗나가고.
opening map. Ultimate missed chance.
하지만 예킨다가 대신에 연막샷으로 잡았습니다. 한편 B 램프는 나프가 발소리를 냈는데 더블킬에
firing away, but the gun is empty and Yekindar's all over from helping Ultimate after the whiff shot outer to sliding out here and trading Naft after he got his 2 frags. I thought when Naft falls off that box, Ramp looked doomed for a moment.
Kerrigan talked about how Rain is a player who plays completely off of intuition, who is an old school player is what he called him. And he said that lately he's been telling Rain, screw the nade, screw the game plan. If you have a feeling, go off of it now more than ever. And he said that Rain already naturally wants to play that way. That's exactly who Nafly is as well. It was always interesting on Team Liquid to have Elige, who has, who has a notebook with perfect handwriting and notes on every single team they play against and prepared protocols and branching paths of options to take in certain moments. And then Nafly, who just crouching wide sprays. And you see him in a spot like that, dropping off of his best spot, which is the top of that box, right?
Yes.
And you're like, well, he's going to find a way out of this because he's just so comfortable when things go wrong.
Yep. Having spoken to Twists last week when the team had yet to debut, he said, what I love about having Naf on this lineup is obviously James. It's just the fact that I don't have to worry about Naf. Doesn't matter. He just kind of operates on his own, and he's going to do that. And Russell had full confidence in him, and I think this is a round where you see why.
아니 근데 MC 사회자가 경기 중에 저렇게 뒤에서 저렇게 보고 있어도 되나 보네요. 재밌네요. 직관추 선수 대 모니터로 직접 보기. 캐리건 엔트리 성공적입니다. 자살? 프로즌 자산? 다 죽어요. 롭즈만 킥볼을 들고 살았습니다.
I mean, look at Mythra. He can't believe what he just watched. He cannot believe what Twist just got away with.
Yeah, right. He's found his way to the back of the site. They reestablish upper control, and there's 3 players waiting.
믿을 수 없다는.
As Rops finds one on the peak, 4 HP. Ultimate takes him down. Insane round out of Twist.
트위치의 모니터를 보고 감동받았나요, 코치가?
Let me see that round from Twist POV from start to finish. I mean, just coming back out of the smoke for the second kill is one thing. But then to switch into a USP, full sprint towards Hut?
트위치가
What are you doing, Van Dolken? This is where it could have ended, but
더블킬을 따고요.
He continues to throw himself into the action, continues to cause problems for FaZe Clan, and what do you know? They kind of get tripped up inside of the A site. At one point, they had a player back site, but Twist just sets up Naf to come out from heaven, get his, and take a fifth for Liquid.
오,
Easy does it.
럴킹하는 롭즈를
Rob's caught out.
역시 전 페이즈 동료라 그런가
Half is
롭즈가
starting to shape
항상
up big time here for Team Liquid.
스키키도 판다는 거를 이제
Oh my gosh, how on
오,
earth does
예킨다가
Rain find that
택고에
kill,
갔어요.
man?
레인.
It's
자,
'cause I opened my
잡아줍니다.
mouth.
Yeah. Naf, however, ooh,
앞으에
beautiful
30발
continuation on the spray
스프레이.
down. JKS is here to help out. And what I love about Naf is he always does
Oh,
just
shit,
enough towards
Rain.
ramp to get that second player into the action.
Wait a second. Okay.
오.
He's just walking that down with dualies. All right, Ultimate.
야, 울티밋 그거를 쌍권총을 들고
Alright.
그냥 걸어갈 생각을 했네요.
What do you love about
근데
Naf?
죽였어.
I love that he does just enough, long enough to draw a player into the action. I think Team Liquid have been doing a good job of giving him a support nearby. If it's not Yakindar coming from outdoors, who has been tethering nicely with Ultimate, we get an instance
페이지가
of
픽한
JKS kind of jumping out onto the ramp.
뉴크에서 리퀴드가
So
CT
even though
잡고
Naf
6점.
has to do a lot on his own, he has yet to feel alone.
Wow.
There's
There's a lot of interesting nades around Squeaky.
Yeah. You know,
Unique
I didn't
nades.
realize that part of the A site was as important as this
Yakinda
is, but with the
또-
amount of times it's been smoked and mollied,
체크를
I must be out of the
와,
meta.
레인
And
담당
Rain finds
일진이에요?
this frag again on Yakinder.
너
They
또
kind of
숨어
just come
있지.
out to
그냥
hunt him
바로
down
머리
right away.
숙이면서.
And I like that Naf is suddenly on the opposite end of the map. You never expect to find Naf back red.
와,
But
레인
he misses
이번
his
라운드
chance. Rain
지렸다.
capitalizing here with a second kill in this one.
He's
방금
starting to turn it
살짝
up, not
체크한
just on
다음에
the
길게
ADR, but also the
뽑아가지고.
KPR.
Ratty little spot here from Rops. I hope he
피킹을
gets rewarded. Absolutely.
옵즈는 항상 또
Locks
이렇게
down
숨어 있습니다.
JKS, who's looking for some kind of a desperate play. You know, Ultimate could catch them off guard as well. And now that there's one frag, a second comes in.
2 on 5.
That's two positions now known, but Twists isn't able to do what
2대
Rain did,
5에서 막
doubling
2대
down on
3까지
an
가긴
opening.
했는데
And so it is too much for
풀어주는
Ultimate to handle
킬.
from here on out. He's having a much better second map, but it's the one round where they take Ultimate, put him in Squeaky, and then suddenly there's nothing for him to shoot at until it's already the desperate 2v5.
This one's all about Rain and the way that they hunted down Yakinder outside. They tried to copy and paste Yakinder, and FaZe copied and paste their same default to hunt him down. They just read it perfectly.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is it weird for Yakindar to be playing bottom silo when the change in strategy is for Naf to go secret? Because how does silo and secret come together?
Well, I think that's where Naf moved out of the position he was going to stay in, which was starting in secret, because Naf can watch the top of silo where
개빠르네요,
Yakinder can't.
샷이.
Okay.
Right? There's no world in which Ultimate
총알이
can
한
win this,
발이라서
surely.
AK
Hot swap out to the
오.
AK. Brokey gets his feet put to the fire, but there is no win, and it's FaZe to win. So yeah, the only danger is if there's an ops top silo holding for you on that
저쪽은
push or
5대5
something like that.
동점.
But this is also emergency protocols when Naflight comes out to back of red. They just weren't as tricky as they thought they were. And Yakinder will play this spot, and then they'll, if it's not going to be outside control, then he can flank
레인의 활약이
lobby.
있었던
So I think that's the
저번
timing he was looking for, not necessarily a duel outside.
CT가
Ultimate will
조금
not be
총이 이제
positioned
좀
outside
모자르죠.
in this round
트위치가 CZ
He's got responsibility here as we see an
MP9.
MP9 and CZ in the mix for the Canadians. Yakindar a
캐나다
little late
두
to the
명
party here. Cross completely
벼락정신.
free for FaZe. Leave Rops to lobby
그렇게
lurk.
슬슬 또 머리 밀고 올
That
것
three-man
같은데.
core downstairs. Can Ultimate really
다음
do
대회
this?
아니면 플레이오프 때 머리 밀고 오나? 이게
Worried about the
쿨타임이
vents.
된 것 같은데.
Kerrigan's going to be on main. Again, Rops in lobby. The
아니면
other
이제
three players
그냥
for
기르기로
FaZe
결심했나요?
slowly tiptoeing their way into Ultimate. So concerned about the vents, but
로키.
Ultimate here. Oh, he takes down Rain at the least, but
Really?
it's frozen.
But look at the fast timing to get this on. Now the thing is they don't have all
Whoa.
the players
Oh,
downstairs
Kerrigan.
perfect to take over mini control at least.
Yeah, good on Kerrigan. He knows it. And then Rops will presumably
널킹. 와, 나프 MP9 들고.
Instead, Naf slides out with the MP9. Does this cause anything else to go awry? Because Bomb is doubling back to main. Because they killed Twist, Kerrigan thinks he has an extra
캐리건은 이번
will, in
라운드
fact,
더블킬.
as he doubles down onto JKS, unable to hold it from the
거의
vent.
CT 이벤트에 100% 있다는 느낌으로 돌진해서
FaZe are stuck outside with
죽여버리는데요.
Bomb and things get wonky, but Kerrigan steps up when push comes to shove, and now it's
예킨다
Yekindar in an
헤븐에서
unlikely clutch.
Yeah, that's definitely a round JKS could have saved. And I just want to go look back because he had one or two sort of rough maps so far.
아 근데 킷이 없고 1대3인데
Not that many, honestly. It was the one map versus FaZe.
세이브를
was their Mirage
하네요. 예.
You're
last
talking
time
about
around.
Ultimate?
No, JKS.
And I would
But
say
he's otherwise been great.
asterisk on that map as well. I think that one of the reasons he performed so poorly, that was also the worst map we've had out of Ultimate.
No. That's a different game.
Oh, not the Navi game?
No. That was here at Cologne.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, versus FaZe last time they
옆동네
played on
마우즈 바이탈리티랑
there. Or last time
똑같은
they played on
스코어.
Mirage.
둘이 동시에 지금 6대5예요.
Or maybe the last time they played on Inferno.
둘 다
What?
전반 마지막 라운드
They didn't
기다리는
play on
중.
Inferno last time.
Just messing with you.
There's 7 maps. You're going to make me go crazy. Because
was
you
crazy
can
once.
trick me. That's the thing. It's only funny if I couldn't actually be tricked in the end.
Can't believe Kerrigan just makes this look so easy.
Yeah.
Slips
Yeah.
into JKS, who's...
Yeah.
He
JKS
knows,
shotgun.
he knows the opportunity there.
Yeah.
That's an honest duel to lose.
Worst part is he doesn't know, but that bomb was coming too. So we get Team Liquid's hand forced in the 12th round of the map, and yet again looking to go
근석이 형
6-6
빡쳤어요.
as we had back on
캐리건한테
Yeah, as
피킹 당하고
prophesized, man,
따여서
close to the end.
분노한 건가?
Robs finds a completely vacant ramp room though. FaZe have been very slippery throughout this T side. And I mean, I wouldn't want to be Ultimate trying to hold Hell Door with an MP9
룩스가
of all
벌써
things. Robs gets up into heaven,
해븐까지
JKS. Hate to break it to you, you're just as doomed as the last round.
There it is.
JKS 조심해.
He's going to see a completely open sight.
와 끝까지 안 죽이고 하나 더 찾는 거
Oh
봐.
my god.
JKS
It's like
can
he's just no
score,
moving.
but there's nothing he can do about it. Yekindar also bested.
페이지 크랜 6에서 6대6이면 좋은데 6대6이면 좋죠?
shots and poor Twists
테러에서
MP9 versus 4. So it is that lack of ramp room.
트위치
And an
칼빵 안
excellent
넣나?
play out of Robs to
페이지
just go
크랜은?
take all that space for free to get in on the 6th. A 6th round.
50초에 출발 롭즈가 발견
Wasn't able to get his
프로즌
headshot,
끝까지
but look at the
숨어있고
setup.
브로키가
Frozen, he
중간에
still just sat behind the ramp box.
They
프로즌이
don't know at all that he's here.
아무도 이쪽 안
How
쳐다봐요?
long before he strikes?
어,
And when he
폭탄을
does,
떨어뜨렸습니다.
what more can he do?
근데,
We get the
근데.
peek down from beneath. Yakinder's able to keep it turned up. And FaZe, it felt like they had him in the honeypot. But
아,
it's getting
페이지
a bit of a
크랜이
sticky situation.
위치는 다
Kerrigan's gonna swing the
좋았는데
decon door. We got 20 seconds and that bomb's gotta get planted. He gets gushed.
설치되고요.
Kerrigan twists, locking down
와,
the ramp. And Team Liquid
리퀴드가
start
피스톨
T-side with
이깁니다.
a pistol round win.
Let's make it a
T-side 피스톨
real
라운드
match.
윈
It all
진짜
starts with a
중요하죠.
pistol here. Team Liquid are looking for one map. Okay, one map. We're not even at the point in which they can
위치
beat
선정은
FaZe or prove that
지렸고
they're better than them.
정확하게
That
또
could happen
원하는
in
위치로
map 3
테러가
tonight. It would be a
5명
tragedy if we ended here on
들어왔는데
Nuke.
뭔가
Sometimes you come
킬이
into a
제대로
game,
안
you're like,
났고
what's the better story for the event? Are there a certain team that, you know, if they get snubbed, it's just bad because if they get the playoffs, they'd be amazing. But in this matchup, like, everybody wants to see both of
포스파이.
these teams in the Lanxess right now.
스카웃
Because of the curiosity for Liquid and because of the history for FaZe.
Of course. Just so we can say what we always do when FaZe do their first walkout. You let them into the playoffs, there's a chance they can win the whole thing.
Yes. Some people have been asking me on like podcasts and shows recently, you know, is it time to start doubting FaZe and everything? I made that mistake like a few years ago. I'm never going to make that mistake again. You can never tell when they're ready to give up or when they're going to be bad. At a tournament like Cologne, you would be a fool to doubt this team.
That's why in this round, when it's just the Scout, MP9 and pistols,
스카웃 MP9 피스톨
you see
3개
Team Liquid still try to piece everything
A-site에
together
3명.
properly. They get the grenades coming out from Squeaky. Yes, we've got Twists outside, but he's just hiding on the little blue box, which means eventually maybe Rob steps forward. Twist seems hyper-fixated in and on main. At some point, he's going to have to start to make a move. For now, he's just going to buy time. He's just going to wait while the rumblings of the ramp hit start to come through. Rain is yet to dive down. Twist is going to start to activate in main. We do get that challenge at the base of ramp in the meantime, so they are indeed taking B in a moment. But they have left a dangerous amount of time on this clock. And then when Rain hits a dig like that, it sends a shiver down Twist's and Liquid's spine. Rain cannot spam the bomb away, so the plant does come through. And then the Pistols attempt to get out through the smoke grenades. That's where Liquid get a chance to catch their breath.
Wow, that was scary. I thought for sure that would be FaZe. Rain hit that deagle shot.
공격에 성공하는 테러.
I thought that's when it became a bit too much, and we see that Liquid are actually taking a little bit too much time versus a team that has a little too little. But instead, they establish, they get their smokes down, they have everything watched. Everything's covered. No problemo. They don't even lose majority players.
Still hasn't gotten old to me yet.
브로키는 근데 진짜 머리에 왜 이렇게 새치?
Hearing Twist call strats.
머리가 회색이에요 거의.
Hearing Twist be that vocal fire starter of Team Liquid.
He's been consistently good calling so far.
It's fun. I mean, it suits him.
Yeah.
It looks good on him.
한 번 더 똑같은 상황에서 갑니다.
Looking for an early A play.
A 트위스트 빠르게 갈릴 들고 헛 들켰나요? 캐리건을 잡고 트레이드. 와 프로즌의 플레이. 그리고 JKS가 팀 몰리. 결국 해냈어요. 포스바이 총기를 한 번 더 이코 하는 라운드였는데
And they come out into a lot of players and they still commit forward because Twist gets the opening kill. There is so much activity upstairs with players who only have pistols. This could have been a round that they walked away from this after getting their first frag. But
바로 뛰어내려서 폭탄을 제거하는.
This is such a beautiful peek out of him. Like Ultimate starts shooting right away, but it's a jiggle right on that position where Ultimate is standing and it's instant to the dome shot.
Damn, back into the action fast though. Tech9 on the floor.
와 또다시 빠르게 테크 들고 A 들어왔네요.
Again, they're gonna try this, and they seemingly succeed to start, but can they also close? Brokey trying to get out into the back of the site. Twist is gonna lock this kill in. Rops gives himself the flash to try to dodge.
유크 A 테러 테크 좋죠.
Him and Rain trying to piece this back together.
하이라이트 장면 끝나자마자 사이트 덮쳤는데 순삭당했습니다. 이쪽도 사고 당했어요.
Team Liquid take a chunk out of FaZe Clan's A site.
Wow, that's crazy good. That is yeah, a brave move to make
FaZe
after
입장에서는
the fumble that we just
아쉬운
witnessed.
라운드.
And they don't do it with much money invested. They steal back the momentum though. This was supposed to be a tie game suddenly for FaZe instead.
마우주가 9대7로 2점 리드하고 있습니다. 역시 버티고를 픽하고 조금씩 유리한 모습 보여주네요. 더스트 때랑은 좀 다르고. 트위치 폭탄을 분명 같이 갑니다.
But it is indeed the instantaneous A rush out of Liquid. Now that call caught FaZe off.
I had no idea that that's what they were going to try to do. Trusting the flashes, they 100% went for it, and pathing is perfect. The CTs are so stressed out.
And not putting the incendiary out on Hut, but just charging straight through it. Twist leads the pack.
주먹을 번쩍 드는 코치.
Brothers.
풀바이 라운드. 양팀 오퍼들 다 AWP 들고 있습니다.
Could kind of pull one over Kerrigan's eyes like that.
Yeah, a couple moments where he's making a call. That's exactly what FaZe don't want.
놓치지 않는군요.
Walk up around mini, gets called out. Twist has made some noise here, and I don't know. They've got many cleared out, but now there's somebody who's playing inside of it. Kerrigan, his old captain, and
nice.
he's got
프로즌이
backup.
저 위치에서 저렇게
top of
바깥을
Frozen's
보고
been pretty
있군요.
solid and closing down.
나
Is that ninja peek at a Nafly through the smoke?
Okay.
닌자
Okay.
짠타레스 피킹.
How do you line that
스모크를
up?
뚫고 나오면서 오포를 제거합니다. 나프 이거.
Naf is a ramp god.
He wasn't smoke
And he
blind.
goes back too. Look at this.
오, 다행히도
Almost
그래도
catching rain off, but Ultimate's op finds one. JKS also on a sniper. This is weird. And with man
연막을
advantage,
치고
FaZe
레인이
keep JKS separate from
버텼습니다.
Ultimate, who is having a fantastic map in contrast to what he had to offer on Inferno.
그
So
와중에 테러 둘이 더블 들고
he really do this because his
돌아다니는데
teammates so far removed from him. 30 seconds, both still on ops.
저기요
And we've got
JKS님
FaZe in the midst of a lobby push, trying to flank JKS. His last known position right here in the ramp, but they wait a little too long, and he gets up into heaven. Now the bomb is behind him, of course, on Ultimate. 2 ops. What do you do here?
2 ops is crazy. If they win this round, it would be special.
They both
and they
go down.
폭탄 설치하고 더블 오브로.
That opens the door for FaZe's flank from ramp back into
자,
heaven.
근데
Surely
레인이
this double up
뒤통수
inside the
맛있게
heaven. Neither
치겠죠?
op is watching this, and Ultimate, I mean, impossible to turn and get them all. So nice move by FaZe to follow through the ramp up into the heaven. They
리퀴드
could
뭔가
smell him like
변수를
rats
노린
trying
것
to get into the
같은데
back of
안
that A
됐네요.
site. It's a bomb plant for Liquid, but it's an answer again out of FaZe.
그리고 방금 왜 함성
Two new
소리가
guys coming
나왔냐면
on to
에이펙스
Team
선수가
Liquid.
소리 지른 거죠.
JKS
9대9 동점을
Inspired by
만들었습니다.
Ultimate's op. It's a great last shot from him
예.
before the
저쪽에서
double
소리
push
질렀죠.
takes place. I can't even. That's just madness, man. Very close.
그런
moments.
일이
Nearly
있었습니다.
saved
예.
round here by Nafly.
JKS 선수가 브로키를 잡고 더블을
How
바꿨고요.
much more can you ask of him?
울티밋도 더블이었고 그래서
It's
둘이
actually
그냥 사이좋게 폭탄
unbelievable how
설치하고
consistently good Ultimate has been on Nuke, considering
이렇게
the
두 번째
experience
타임아웃.
that he has. And we're talking about
네,
the
나프
second map
지렸다
now
방금.
versus FaZe in the same week. You know, when we watched Wrinkle on Nip try to do something, and at the groups he showed some really promising performances, and then Mondesi said, yeah, but he's being a little too aggressive, and watch, we can punish him, and then completely countered him to the point that he was useless in the map versus G2. Why hasn't that happened to Ultimate? How come they can't figure him out?
It's too new. There's no game tape. Kids played 2 lands before IEM Cologne.
Like including
스모크
Posh's
누가
gaming school?
저렇게 쳤죠?
No, that one didn't count.
3 lands then.
There's been a lot of missed utility this game.
Well, Naf would tell you that it's on purpose, actually.
Well, I think he might be lying.
JKS죠. 예.
If you can
브로 선수,
justify a
브로.
Molotov in the rafters above Squeaky, then I'll believe you.
개웃기네. 개똑같이 생겨가지고.
It's called the pencil molly, and it's very
JKS
standard
선수가
in
약간
Tier 1 CS.
Okay.
그렇긴 하네요. 예.
Excuse me.
울티밋이 근데 어떻게
smokes
이렇게
goes
계속
up.
잘하지? 예,
Double
신기하네.
challenge.
They're so prepared for this. They've
Drops
got
peak.
로트
Yeah, he's
픽
gonna win his fight and get away
따고
with it.
빠져나갑니다.
Rain want a piece of the
레인이
action,
발소리
goes for the
듣고
spray through, doesn't
발견받지만
hit anybody, and Naf is just charging headstrong into
Wow.
the little HP that remained of Rops. Felt as though he had the favor, but we've got Twisted JKS still upstairs. Now, if they can take
JKS랑
over
트위스는
Squeaky
어떻게?
or hold all 3 of these players in here,
띠용?
then that would have been ideal. But it's an instant
프로즈한-
delete of Twists from
프로즈한테
Frozen,
머리를.
and it is Naf just stuck downstairs. He felt like he had something going, but the momentum seems to have dried up.
All 3 Ts are still in very good positions. There's 4 CTs available, but the bomb is downstairs with one other player. The CT rotation is locked off at the vent.
All right.
JKS can win this round.
JKS가 벤트 로테이션을
Gets it, but
아,
doesn't
JKS
finish Kerrigan.
이거는
And Naf is gonna
조금
try to go deeper into the B
아쉬운데요.
site. He is alongside Ultimate. At least one other teammate for Naf was able to get downstairs. There's an attack coming out from Decon,
싹
and they do get
뚫렸습니다.
cleared. Wonderful play from Kerrigan to win that fight versus JKS. He blasted him behind the vents in the first half, and he just embarrassed him this round.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's the
둘이
key
벽
duel
끼고
again.
벽을 졸라
JKS in
쐈어요.
a round-winning position. And again, his bad maps have been rare, but
어?
now more important than
바이탈티가
ever
결국
as we get to
역전을 했는데?
9-9.
캐리건을 거기서 땄으면 진짜 모르는 거거든요. 왜냐면 로테이션이 안 되고 문을 졸라 하게 쐈어요.
Round's almost over if JKS can protect the vents because again, even though they're 3-4 with a bomb planted on lower and only one rotation, they would be in strong spots. And he knows that. They won't need reminding. Oh my God! Ultimate continues his reign of terror. 18 and 9. This time with a deagle shot. Do we have a chance at another upset round
이 선수
here
하나만큼은 지금 그래도 나프랑 같이 리퀴드에서 열심히 쏴주고 있는데. 트위스트. Damn.
How safe does Frozen feel in main?
그래도 바로바로 트레이드.
But that does queue up the next liquid member.
야, 이건 안 되죠. 이건 안 되죠. 오, 프로즌.
Kerrigan just gonna slip down into the action. JKS gets a little taste of revenge.
결국 복수는
and
했네.
has put his hands on an M4. Now he doesn't have Kevlar. He does have the bomb.
근데
A
예킨다는
minute for the Latvian lacerator to cook.
갑옷이 없어요 지금.
Oh, this one's going to be
방탄이 없어요 지금.
Okay, you really want to take your time with it. You don't want to rush any steps.
그래서 부르키 그냥 권총 들고 다니죠.
And Yakinder going to lobby roof.
자, 럴킹의 귀재, 플랭킹의 달인 예킨다.
He does indeed find an opening on the A floor. He's going to tiptoe his way out to no resistance.
There we go.
This is your dance floor, Yakinder.
He just doesn't believe it though. He thinks there's got to be somebody around here. Let me clear out all the angles. He's still not made any noise, but the CT's now rotated.
He's got to get that bomb in.
Yeah, into new positions. Frozen's low.
부르키가 헤븐으로 오고요.
Yeah, Frozen's also half a mile away downstairs. Brokey has slid up into heaven
부르키가 먼저
silently, but
내밀까요?
then when he uses the nade, now Yakinder knows he
자,
still doesn't turn
일어나죠.
around.
헤븐이랑
He wanted to
벤트.
catch somebody trying to come up from the vent. Yakinder in between the two, Frozen
우와.
first, and he knows that Brokey's up there, but where could he have gone?
브로키 어딨죠?
And as he
브로키
gets around
어딨죠?
the corner, he's just going to try to play this secretly. Brokey is hunting
브로키
and he's
어딨음?
going to the left. Oh, there it is, the pistol.
50 마무리.
All he needs, tries to dodge the fight, and that
옵저버가
doesn't feel as
엑스레이를
confident
끄고
from
우리를
somebody who we
쫄깃하게
know loves to go
보여줬는데
for those wide swings.
It's true, and he couldn't play for time right there, but he also only had like 28 health. He needed like an instant
브로키가
headshot.
클러치를 해냈습니다.
And yeah, he couldn't catch Brokey while he was still up in the rafters, so it's a nice try. You know,
치열한
the
와중에
path that
잠시만요.
Yakinder found was already impressive.
저쪽이
The fact that he
12대
found a way
9예요.
to get in the open side, he was a
바이탈리티가
perfect read on the situation.
결국 역전에 성공했네요.
And yeah,
9대
maybe if
7에서
he had more
5연승을
HP,
한
I would
거죠,
have definitely said
바이탈리티가.
it's surprising.
그럼 저기 2대 0으로
Would have been more
끝날
surprising if
가능성이
he lost
커졌네요.
it.
잠깐 몰래 구경.
Some efficiency there. Crouching under the smoke. I don't know if Jimmy's going to have a
야, 플레인지 23킬 뭐냐?
Yeah, he takes that 10 HP. Zersh spams
매지
away,
6킬밖에
reveals
안
himself.
했는데.
Flames. Ooh, nearly finished the job. Now he's digged up too. Roland in the meantime's taken down the Woo.
마우즈가 그래도 한 판
His last
살아나겠네요.
time, which is being at the top of the board, being a top performer as he has shown.
Insane, man. We like those.
Still tight.
Insane, man.
In stage 2 of IEM Cologne. And that's why it's a one-round game.
네, 마우즈가 10대
He's
12.
eyeing up a bit of trophy room. And JKS, man, he has been getting bullied by Kerrigan. So cue up the Brokey
Bully
peek
by
deep to
Kerrigan.
lobby. JKS is relegated to that corner.
시티 로비를 지금
He oversteps.
째고 있어요.
He is
JKS가
toast. Yeah, he tries to come into it, and what do you know? JKS down.
Mobby's taking over. They're all outside, and they're extremely scared now.
웨인이
Feels like
유틸
they're gonna have the
준비하고
freedom to
프로즌
fight
미드에서
this.
2명
Frozen gets himself two.
Man, it's been an incredible map from Frozen. You got to give it up to him.
Damn right.
프로즌
It's been a hell of a series
19킬.
after his Inferno carry. Absolutely dominated Banana from both ends.
인페르노 때도
Has been the bane of
바나나를
Team Liquid
지배하면서
tonight.
맵을 자, 그래도 나올 수 있게 해준
Ultimate
프로즌
looking for something
선수인데
to pull on.
유크에서도 지금
But it's the fact they went for that fight on main before the smokes fully pop that offers over the 2K to Frozen.
트위치 더비 트위치의 빈자리를 채운
For the
프로즌
ultimate, given space outside, given enough
자기가
respect in space,
페이지 클랜에 더
could turn it into a problem for
적합한
FaZe.
인재라는 거를 트위치 앞에서 증명하는 건가요?
Kerrigan playing the front of the bomb site and just banking on Frozen, watching Heaven. 20 seconds, and it looks like this is more of a save than anything else.
They can't go Heaven. It's just too obvious. So
they contemplate it, but they call it quits, and that is FaZe to an 11-9 lead
세이브를 하러
now.
가면은 11대9.
So it's the lobby control that's FaZe the round. Essentially, as soon as they take over that piece of control and they get one kill.
Even a third not far off on mid. So really, it was all hinging on Brolan here.
Timing might catch him.
Apex down to Brolan. Huge frag to post. Doesn't want to rush. Doesn't want to panic. He has Torji covering his cross.
Oh,
but it's a
빗나갔는데요?
shot from Torji.
Yeah.
That's costly. Not if Brolan hits every
하지만-
shot he takes, though. Taking out Spinks. Now Torji
오케이.
connects. And they will pass test number 2.
저기
Sony Flame.
야 여기 막 OT 가는 거 아니야?
And all while JKS has been bullied yet again, so now poor guy's stuck on a MAC 10.
지금 마우즈가 9대 12에서 11대
Frozen
12까지
on the brink of 20 frags.
운명의 마지막 라운드.
Go to the top of the charts in back-to-back
Rookie
maps
miss.
versus Liquid.
플래시 피해주고 얼티밋이 왼쪽에 있죠 지금.
Scours outside, little jump
오,
peek
새끼
a couple
이거-
times.
점프 피킹을 해?
They wouldn't jump 3 times in a row.
Of course not.
뭔가 약간 모네시였으면
Get
방금
us on
저거
back,
플릭샷으로 그냥 바로 죽였을 것 같아.
Meanwhile,
왜
Team
그런
Liquid want to
느낌이
try to
들지?
bolster some kind of a trophy room hold. 2 players over there, just in case FaZe decide to get frisky like they did in the last. We get 2 players behind red box too, so will they get to secret? This could transition pretty quickly into a split.
This round feels like it's missing some energy for how late in the game it is here for Team Liquid. Still trying to go the incognito route.
트위스트
Work
드랍.
an individual
다
kill.
버립니다
They catch this
바로.
one off, no problem.
Twist tries to get a little crazy.
아 울티밋이 브로키가 옆으로 지나가는 걸 놓쳤어요.
At the very
That would have
least,
been a queen off the board, and now
근데
Ultimate still
잡았고.
finds another chance. Hard shot.
오 여기
survives
마이너스
an off shot as
84.
well. Brokey hits him in the leg. The nade doesn't finish it off. Yakinder's got the garage control.
예킨더가
They don't
가라지로
kill
들어왔어요.
Brokey. If they get
브로키
too
이거 알
tight
수
up on these
있나요?
individual kills, though, who
저런.
knows what happens?
Meanwhile, Kerrigan pressing up
한편
into
캐리건은
Squeaky, caught by
나프한테
Naf,
잡혔고요.
blindsided by it, and the CTs just continue to falter. Frozen though in the pocket,
근데
stops JKS.
24 seconds.
록주와 프로즌 20초 남은
Frozen
상황.
holds with an
불
incendiary in hand.
설치
That's
못하게
gonna fluster the
불.
bomb plant if or when it does come.
프로즌이 이 게임을
Are you
끝낼
kidding
것
me, Frozen?
같아요.
He's able to just keep that pressure up, and he
록주와
finishes
프로즌
it with
미쳤나봐.
USP.
12점.
Oh my god.
2대 4를 이긴 건가요 방금?
Positioning and mechanics out of Frozen once again.
록주와
That situation should have been a wrap. But you couldn't help but feel like when we switched over him to pushing into Hut again, he was going to pull it off.
How does he feel so comfortable?
I don't know, man. He makes it look so calm. He makes it look so calm. This actually
이걸
shapes up into a
쫓아가서
very
잡았고.
solid round out of Team Liquid. It felt like there was too much in the staging of the round to
와.
really bring this together in the end, because FaZe were watching all the positions they were starting to encroach on, and FaZe got the opening kill. But they did start to get the lurk frags. But now they are on death's doorstep.
저 옛날 마우즈
Doorstep.
멤버들끼리.
Potential elimination here from IEM Cologne. Team Liquid have put up a formidable couple of maps.
여기 11대
But
12.
still, it's slightly worse than the last time they played against FaZe. The
자,
only team
FaZe 클랜
that have beaten
다시
them
한번 2대
since their
0으로 또
debut.
이기고
Team Liquid have put forward
이제는
a formidable
플레이오프 진출을
couple of
확정 지을 수
weeks,
있는
but the bane
단
of their
하나의 라운드
existence in
남겨두고
Cologne,
있습니다.
their humbling reality check not once but potentially twice is indeed this
야 저기
FaZe
OT
clan.
갔어. 바이탈키 마우즈 OT 갔어.
Have proven already in their early days
여기는요.
as a roster
FaZe
that they can
끝날 수 있나요?
survive with resilience, but in the face of FaZe, it may be too much yet again. Molotov towards the secret steps. There's been this affinity for Liquid outside. We saw Twist try to get zany with that jump last round.
캐리건님이
Kerrigan,
트위치를
yet again, gonna shut down
캐리건이
Twist as he tries to
트위치를
serve as the
잘
jackknife for
가라.
some kind of an A hit. It just doesn't happen.
5대
They simply
3이에요.
can't best FaZe. This CT side, rock solid in the dying moments of Team Liquid's Cologne attempt. Brokey slides forward
레인.
alongside his teammate, and as he falls,
한
it
명 더
sets up
있-
rocks,
오.
but there is still a chance that
아직
Ultimate
3대 3.
himself
My God.
can set up Liquid to
T램프에서
survive.
약간
That's what this is
더블킬이
all
좀
about,
빠르게
a little bit of survival. Frozen gets an angle down lower, and as his teammates look to get through, it's a deep position now to JKS, who's been negligible at best. As of late,
와, 마지막에 듀얼 다 이겼어.
they get down
리퀴드.
that ramp room, and it is Liquid to keep on fighting.
모든
Incredible. I
듀얼
mean,
다
we're almost
이기고
about to take headsets off. That's
램프룸에서
how close
B까지
this round
다
is to
이기고
over
갔어요.
when they catch the double layer lurk into Mini. No way they picked off both Twist and Yakinder, which was the crux of the play, into a double stack position
어떻게 안
inside of
죽고
ramp
다
where they aren't
갔지?
ready for the second player, and they still get both kills. And they don't lose a
세상에.
single man in the 3-on-5.
다 딸피만 만들고.
That's a wake-up round for Team Liquid, who have been playing it extremely slowly. Now they know
코치랑
that FaZe
예킨다랑
have no money,
신났는데
and they
예킨다
come out
누웠어요.
quick.
Oh, so fast and fast. We nearly missed the
시작하자마자
first.
아니 페이지
It's
클랜
just
어디
pistols.
가요?
It's a chance to gain a little more confidence off of these hits. And if anything, these fast hits from Liquid, when
라운드
they were able
시작하니까
to
세 명
swarm A
죽었는데?
site with pistols, that is one of the key moments that has kept this T side in contention within Cologne. FaZe decide to let round 23 slip by the wayside with pistols. A reality check for FaZe, who maybe
여기도
thought
OT 가고
that
싶은
this
건가?
ticket had been punched.
방금
So
그
many
슈에이
criteria
선수
for what
소리
makes
지르는
a
소리
team great,
같은데
and
목소리 딱
lately we have
들어보니까
talked about,
네,
we have
13대 12.
heard from Kerrigan saying that X factor is something that you've just got to hope
네,
your team
마우즈는
has. And
딱
if they don't show
목소리만
it to you,
들으니까 알지.
well, you're going to lose big games. And that's a moment for Team Liquid in the 3-on-5 where they show it. They could have easily given up. I mean, it was already going dim in that moment.
야
when they lost
여기도
their first two
몰라요
players.
이러면
And
모르게
they
됐어요.
laid back on their individuals, now found themselves in round 24
AK 빠이빠이.
and have damn near cleared the board before we go into the final round of regulation. It was surprising to see a temperate pace from them in the latter rounds of this half. And
운명의
now I
마지막
am
라운드
so
24번째
curious what
라운드.
kind of CS Liquid are going to bring in round 24.
Right? What kind of character do you want to show? What kind of test do you want to offer?
그리고
Twist and Kerrigan
다행히도 페이지
given an extra
클랜은
chance,
타임아웃을
talk
한
things over with the
번도 안
coaches
쓰고
to figure out
있었어요.
what the move is.
야
And you would think that wealth
네오
of experience
코치
on the side
뭐야
of
이거?
FaZe, you'd surely assume that's what gives FaZe the edge again.
This is the ultimate test of Twist. This is the moment
이게 첫
where
번째
he's on the T side
타임아웃이라고?
versus his old IGL in Kerrigan. This
방심장이네요.
is the round that Kerrigan puts together a Canada call with Twist at the tip of the spear. What has he learned from his favorite caller in his career? The guy who has brought him a major in his
여기서
career, a grand
리퀴드가
slam.
탈락하느냐 아니면 연장전을
Twist in this
만들면서
timeout has a
희망을
moment to think.
보느냐.
I've got the resources. I have the players. They
FaZe
showed me in the
클랜도
3-on-5.
플레이오프에
They're here to
가느냐,
win and bring this to
경기 질질
overtime.
끌리느냐.
What is the call, Twist?
트위치와
trying to put himself
캐리건의
top lane.
IGL 대결.
We've seen it fall flat, these other
둘이
players.
페이지
We've seen them
클랜에서
just kind of get
뉴크라면
caught in
질리도록 했을
with the
건데
further presence
이 선수들이
of
생각하는
FaZe.
최고의
We've
지금의
seen
전략은
Kerrigan do
뭔가요?
great things inside of main, but this time it's Rain instead. Takes his place, and Yakinder given a chance. It's damage each way, but everybody cautious of what could
서로.
be that second layer, the extra swing. Brokey
오,
goes
브로키.
passive as the smoke cross is allowed. We're talking about 4 players for
이건
Team Liquid
MP9 들고
already downstairs, and only
시크릿으로.
Kerrigan trying to get ahead of this with Rain
테러가
behind
근데
him.
너무 잘
Oh, this is
내려왔어요.
a lot, but Twists! He gets saved
Twist.
by Ultimate. Another frag
그래도
put forth.
계단에서 레인이 아직 자리 잡고
23
있고
kills to Ultimate to keep his IGL alive. The hopes of Liquid on Nuke. A blip.
미니 스모크가
There
A
is
pulse.
no lobby lurk in this position. Yakinder, he can come in the front door if he wants to in mini.
예킨다를 집어넣었어요 연막 속에.
Slides out.
레인
Can he do any
다가가요.
better? Kerrigan got blasted
Oh,
and so will
Twist
Rain.
picking.
But now Rock's at the back
롭즈.
and it's an easy
롭즈가
first
있어요.
one. Tries to keep his head down.
와,
Ultimate's
ultimate.
gonna hit it. And with
2대 4.
4v2 queued up,
야, 씨.
Yakinder keeps options open upstairs. They take the
근데 프로즈니!
Frozen! He's there with the double frag.
브로키
Can he do
1대2.
enough to set up Brokey? That is such a sick position for him to slide out like that.
코치가
And
두 손
Brokey's
모아서
route is completely unknown. He has gone
기도를 하고 있는
unspotted
건지
all
아무튼.
round long.
And he's here to test their mettle. Brokey in the 1-on-2. Up on his back.
He's got a smoke, but no kit. And nobody died inside of this bomb site, so it's gonna have to be that 10-second defuse. This feels nigh impossible.
벤트 뒤에
But leave
숨었죠?
it to Brokey to post a critical clutch.
보여요?
He sees the gun towards Fenton, gets the first. That's JKS taken down, and Brokey survives. Now you've given him a shot. He puts it on top.
예킨다의 수류탄.
It's Team Liquid to push this OT.
Yeah, we need extra time to figure out who the real winner of Nuke is. That is massive. So the play is have your Kinder challenge mini so that they can go with the full
역시
cross in the
이래야죠.
lower.
그쵸. 여기 멸망전
incredibly
프로
simplistic as they
진출이냐
walk
탈락이냐
downstairs
걸고
at secret.
경기 끝날 수도 있었지만 리퀴드가 결국 OT를 만들어냅니다.
Of Frozen, who had tucked back behind those boxes and hoped to just crush Liquid in the final hour.
저쪽은 13 대 13
He could
동점.
have absolutely ruined their day as he has so many rounds in a row.
Oh man, I thought a faster pace was to be set again.
일단
We've seen Team
테러가
Liquid just try to
답은 안
swarm this
샀어요.
A-hit.
AK 5개.
And after a few pieces of util, they want to hang on to the front line of it, but they better be careful.
This is already the most rounds Team Liquid have gotten a map versus FaZe in this last week.
브로키 또 딱 들고
Frozen just
허단에
playing
들어갔죠.
world-class counter-strike
초근접샷.
between these two maps.
초집중 중.
And poor
예킨다
JKS has been
시크릿으로
muzzled as this second half goes
가다가
on.
레인한테
Rain finds Yekinda
잡혔습니다.
on the crossover. And it'll
야드
be FaZe
컨트롤
5v4,
성공.
but we've seen Liquid win with less. And it feels like they just fall back into these slower calls, these more timid
키키 스모크 한 번
attempts.
더.
And to me, it's within these moments that Kerrigan has the edge.
Yeah, it's true. It has been more simplistic here for Team Liquid. And in overtime, you know, you have so many options to push into Squeaky, to put pressure on the clock here for the T side. As everybody's stationed up in lobby, just watching their backs, not being proactive.
로비 컨트롤 빗나가요. 잠깐만.
Ultimate actually got tagged, but he stands tall. Brokey just smothered in the corner.
그래도,
Twist can't come out with a kill, but Naf's got the try, and Ultimate hangs on to Squeaky. JKS plants bomb and Liquid busts through into the A site off of 4v5. Man disadvantage means nothing in the face of adversity tonight.
They have some real talents on this team, man. It's unreal. Ultimate is at 26 frags.
야,
here. He's got
팀이
2 more than Frozen in this game.
26킬.
And there were very small mistakes in that moment with the Squeaky push, right? That was still a position easily that FaZe could have come up with 2 frags and shut it down and won the first round of overtime. But the punish game from Liquid has been insanely strong, and Frops drops down with the AUG to maybe try to sneak into defuse. That won't happen. Team Liquid are in the lead.
That feels like a sentence I wasn't ready to hear.
Yeah, after this as well.
딱 걸렸는데.
And like you said, they've done more with less.
Finally, JKS gets around.
That's nasty.
드디어 JKS가 해냈고.
That was actually nasty from JKS. Because if you shoulder peek properly, you don't actually see the other player. Once you see the other player with your camera, you've gone out a little too wide. And that could have been a moment where Brokey takes him down.
깻잎머리.
And you know how good he is at shutting down shoulder peeks.
I mean, Brokey almost kills Ultimate in the back of lobby, but he survived through the wallbang.
Gotta kill that guy right now.
바이탈리티인가? 15점 바이탈리티.
Nuke is delivering.
2대 0으로 끝나기까지 1점 남기고 있습니다.
When Ultimate bursted onto everybody's radar last week, it was all about late game play.
I want you to keep this up what you're doing right now. Everybody calls. Always. Even when you're dead.
항상 콜드를 유지해라.
Communication at all times.
Kindar, that first casualty last round. And it looks like Robs is going to try to take more space than what previously they had. Oh, Twist!
트위스트. 연막샷
Caught
뭐야
off by
이거.
Rain, who certainly had the advantage, and yet Twist prevails. Liquid go up 5v4.
Man, when those smokes get blown open, it is such a true test of raw aim ability. And Rain has a big advantage there in spotting twists.
브로키 딱 들고 전진. 그래도 JKS를 잡았습니다.
And Brokey just steps right in.
그냥 걸어 들어와서 쏘고 갔어요.
And a smoke It leaves a lot
그래요.
to be
올티밋이
desired.
그냥
Now, they aren't watching the outside
나
cross, so they
AK
might
지금
think that it's
지린다
possible.
이런
They're all
느낌인가요?
trying to get in through secret. And,
Kindar's found it.
oh yeah, that's a huge find.
All that presence outer, that extra bit of support. Well, all for naught.
롭즈?
Robs, who had gone downstairs,
불,
meets
불, 불.
a Molotov, and Brokey had been
Oh.
peeled down as well. They didn't know what was going on outside. That extra smoke that comes out from Twists
Yeah.
creates the uncertainty of which FaZe get caught up in, and that is even with the ramp push.
Yeah, it's a big honeypot there from Twist. He says, pay attention to this. I'm still outside. You didn't kill me. And I'm going to punish you even further for that.
바이탈리티가
If you
이긴 것
think that it's
같은데요,
gonna be a
소리
secret
들어보니까.
clause, there's still lots of time left on the clock. It could happen. And meanwhile, it's these upper entries that have been
에이펙스
fantastic
소리가
out of Team
들렸는데?
Liquid. They are even oftentimes running into 2 or
자,
even 3 players
16대
and still getting
13
majority
마우즈가
of the kills
픽한 두 번째 맵 버티고마저
for minimal sacrifices.
Trying to sweep away the last two.
이러면
And
바이탈리티가
Brokey's not having any of that.
나비에
So
이어서
gets held on to. Final round.
두 번째로
Liquid's T side in
헬렌
overtime. Looking for that
플레이오프의
clean sweep.
세미파이널로
Yeah, this has been
진출을
crazy
하게
good so
됩니다.
far.
바이탈리티
I
이번에
want to
진짜
say from
세네요.
both teams, but it was, for FaZe to get to 12, but it's been Liquid from there on out.
JKS sat on that angle. Doesn't pull the trigger. Again, just getting pushed out of these rounds. You
GKS
can't help
이제는
but laugh at this
해탈했네요.
point.
웃고 있네요.
Mythar loving it every step of the way.
야, 플레인지
Grim Reaper had a
28킬로
total grasp
버티고가
on this
끝났습니다.
game in this entire series, and it looked like a repeat
버스트 2에서는 자유가
of what we
21킬
saw last time in this
8데스
matchup.
레이팅 1.86
But Liquid off of a
두개 맵다
3v5.
날라다녔고요.
And if you have to go back and watch the 3v5 to
저기는
understand
2대
how
0으로
crazy that
끝났죠.
was.
여기 왠지 삼곽의 냄새가 나는데
3v5 with a double up inside of the ramp. Like you said, felt like the Grim Reaper, but maybe it's Yakinder to swipe him away with the scythe. No sir,
오
he gets
근데
stuffed.
프로즌 캐리건이 순식간에
There's a different
3명을
look from FaZe.
A 수비
There's that aggressive A attempt from Liquid again, and this time it nets them absolutely nothing. Frozen surviving test
브로키랑
after
롭즈랑
test with the
더블업을 들고
multi-frag.
있었는데
In the
상대가
final
A로
round of
가서
Liquid's offense in OT, JKS turned away. Naf's
조금
got one
이제
ping behind
리테이크
vents,
불편할 수
but there's a
있었는데
lot of work to
그냥-
do here, and Brokey
그냥
not
들어올 때
wasting a moment.
초장에
They finally found the antidote
제거했습니다.
to those upper rushes. That had to be the biggest problem
야
for
이러면은
sure
이제
for
진영
FaZe Clan.
바꾸고 나서
They
모르죠
put that
사실.
together and at least pick up one round here. I don't think sides matter in this game, whether you're T or CT when it comes to overtime. So I'm not going to say that this is a massive advantage for Liquid to get their first 2 T rounds. More so that they just have 2 rounds in general.
세팅 잘하다가 마지막에 한 방에 가버렸고요.
Let's see
나프
what
딱,
happens now that we switch
얼팀이 딱
over.
Yeah, what kind of
리퀴드
tempo
더블업
are we going to play with?
CT로
Kind of
왔어요.
aggression out of the gate.
이제는 테러를
More hyperactive
플레이하는
rounds look
페이즈
great for Liquid. This
클랜
also suits FaZe.
플래시.
Ultimate deep angle. There are bodies back there, but a jump is a
shit.
perfect move to get off of that ops line.
but they know that you
예킨다가
can push
흘러
off of plays like
들어왔는데
this. Oh.
And he goes
레인한테
down. Rain, good job on the hold. Rain has been absolutely held back throughout this map on Nuke. Rob saw you.
Oh,
he tries
롭즈
to jump
이거는-
over, but Naf's secondary op. It's not the first time we've seen it
오포들한테
in
두 명
this
잘려요.
series, and they're not able to get past either one. Ultimate hanging on to the red box.
와,
he tracks
울티밋
down Frozen.
30
It's a
킬에
5-7 in hand
도착했습니다.
as he swaps back to the primary. Down he goes, bested out by Brokey. It's a 2v4 that is getting
브로키만 남고
dealt
3대1.
with swiftly. Brokey, no
15점
more.
리퀴드.
Twists and Co. secure
얼팀이
15.
No way. I can't believe he didn't leave after Yakinder lost his duel. He came and got 2 more frags.
야, 이 폴란드
Playing like he's been in the
오포
scene for so many years at the top level. So much confidence on this guy. Best player in the server.
나프는
Amazing shot
그냥
from Naf
잘하고.
as well. It looks silly for Rob to try to do that, but he knows that he's setting up Nafly for a very difficult shot to hit, and then Nafly is going to be
아니
terrified
근데
back there.
스타일이
if
되게
misses.
탄탄하면서도
How's that happened?
I don't know. Is that
공격적이어가지고
in squeaky?
뭔가 진짜 경험치 먹으면은 나중에
There's gone
괴물이
down.
될 것
FaZe
같은
have
그런
an open
느낌인데.
door. Just like last round, 5v4. Worried about that ultimate op, but now it starts to show itself and miss chances.
Oh, but he just sticks around, man. He doesn't care.
그래도 다시 피킹을 해요. 체력이 빠졌는데도 다시 있어요. 결국 이기는데 이런 미친. 여러분, 우리 삼각으로 갑니다.
No way.
와, 리퀴드 세요. 자, 그룹스테이지 마지막 날 마지막 경기의 마지막 세트까지 왔습니다. 여기서 미라지에서 이기면 플레이오프 진출, 지면 집에 갑니다. 탈락. 리퀴드 얼팀이 또 시작했네요. 뉴크에서 32킬을 박아버린 이 남자 오프닝 킬을 땁니다.
We get the execute coming through to the B site. We'll see if Naf can survive the test on his own. He does get into the bench. Doesn't drop anybody just yet, and he ultimately falls. Frozen has been lights out all series, and we'll see if he can continue into the third and final map. He doubles back, twists flank, perfectly timed. Already coming out with kills. Are Liquid. Twist finds another from the apartments, and
설치는 했지만 리퀴드가 피스톨 라운드를 이깁니다.
again as the tip of the spear. We saw it back on outer play with Nuke, and we're gonna see it here to kick off Mirage.
Oh man, they got evaporated, eviscerated, erased on this site. Team Liquid start off with a very strong pistol. And it's the CT side that was questionable the first time around. The second time it was a lot better.
Oh.
Man, Ultimate had over 30 frags over on Nuke. And that was a game where they actually did have room for some people to start a little bit more slowly.
Nice, nice Russ. Thank you. Nice Russ, let's fucking go. Nice, thank you. Thanks everyone. I feel so, I'm blushing.
You know,
he's got to be used to the praise at some point because he has been a star fragger for this team. And everybody's been here to fight. I think the difference, man, with this Liquid lineup is they, like, no matter how tough the game is, and, you know, we get the round 24 call, that's
플래시뱅을 맞았는데
pretty simplistic out of Twist.
Hold your horses,
and
bro.
Yeah, it still ends up working out. It's the anti-eco
근데
working out.
언더패스를 뚫고 올라오는
but he gets denied again.
트위스트한테 박힙니다.
6-0 already.
All right, that's a hell of a start, huh? Ferocious. 2 rounds out of Twist to kick off Mirage.
The difference is that Liquid, it doesn't really matter how good they're playing or, you know, the individual form on the map. They believe they're going to win. That's the real difference that we're seeing, right?
Wow.
When we're talking about attitude and spirit, and like they have a very calm presence and demeanor, but I haven't really seen them slouch or keel over during a tough time or a hard round or an eco or anything like that. Liquid every step of the way feel very comfortable with the idea that it's going to be hard.
디글만 들고 나오고요.
With Twist versus the Pistols, not much to be expected here for FaZe. You know, we look back on Nuke, we look back on this series, when there have been hiccups, when there have been forced by round wins, when there's been the Deagles to prevail, it's been Team Liquid more often than not. We saw what happened when they could just stampede into the A site. There have been times where, like, the simplicity of some of Twist's aggressive moves have actually caught FaZe and Kerrigan off guard. And that's really something that I didn't know whether or not would be able to happen. Can you catch Kerrigan off guard when you'd think he'd have a read? Ultimate's gonna get best in top middle.
디글에
At least one casualty here. Oh my goodness!
Oh my god, Twist!
Just tippity taps his way through 4 like it's absolutely nothing. They didn't have Kevlar, so be it. But what are you doing right now? You are feeding confidence to an absolute monster.
You just melted them down.
괴물이에요.
That was insane. I mean, we're talking about not many guns here, but look at this. Not a bullet
M4
missed.
한탄창으로.
Any more compliments?
이 선수 지금
wow.
10킬 0데스. 저번 라운드 데미지 340 줬네요. ADR 290.
From its formation to its early days to now surviving the second test against FaZe.
근데 빗나가네요.
Not ideal. Oh, JKS gets popped in the back. Robson ultimate.
얼티밋이 JKS를 죽였어요.
Ultimate comes out on top.
Wow.
트레이드.
That is a dire position. for the young Opper.
Yeah.
But where does he
아니
go
근데
from here? He could have fallen
패기가
back.
넘치는 게
Kerrigan knows this, but he's going to come
안
clear
쫄아.
it seemingly.
This
그냥
angle is just
무조건 다시
beautiful.
피킹해.
Like it's so hard to deal with
무슨
if he wants to sit in
상황에서든.
this position. He might be out of the round in the sense that he can't really move from here, or if he can go back to the site if he wants to, but it's hard to approach him. So I think FaZe know this. They're sitting back and waiting, and actually there's so much activity here for Team Liquid as
Kerrigan,
Twist. They're sending
발라스
him off on a mercenary mission, 10-0. Facing forward on the ramp, maybe Kerrigan can take him out, but how is Kerrigan going to read that after they push for power control? It's a ramp that also gets pushed. That's unorthodox. And the last thing you want right now is for Twist to be able to see people from their sides.
Man, if they take too long, that
장갑.
it's obviously going to slow them down unless they decide to burst through it, and it's their own smoke. So either they wait here at the bottom of middle or inside of con, which could have been the moment, but Naf actually gets tested. Kerrigan finding his entry out from Palace is what gets them away from what could have been that dangerous flank from Twist.
Oh my god, the timing is everything right there. It's actually...
he
could have stopped the plant. Oh my god, he actually could have.
예킨다 씨. 예킨다가 앞에 가려가지고 충분히 울티밋이 이거 폭탄 설치 끊을 수 있었거든요.
This is not a call that Kerrigan makes if he knows what's happening on the A ramp, right? If he knows that there's a push that's coming out. But because the flank takes forever for Twist to get around through mid, he misses obviously by a second as they come to the top of connector. This round comes down to the top connector player dying without a frag. If he gets one more kill and they're stuck there, then it definitely gets ugly. But FaZe don't have to worry about that. They got the round.
That's FaZe stepping off the railroad.
근데 2라운드 결국 또 FaZe가 땄네요.
Trains are coming down the tracks.
Yeah. Wow. All right, man. They narrowly avoid disaster right here. But so on paper, you know, FaZe are. This is the bottom of their map pool. Dust2 and Mirage are both fairly weak for them overall, and this is a symptom of just recent form for FaZe, where they're struggling to take down wins over many top teams. Liquid aren't one of those teams, however. And also, it's an elimination game. It's a game to get into the lengths as. It is the type of game that FaZe are going to beat the stats on every time.
울티밋 시작하자마자 자, 윈도우 점프해서
when we talk about on paper,
숏으로 왔습니다.
Liquid should actually be somewhat comfortable and have recent game tape versus this opponent, right? FaZe are definitely hoping not to get to map 3 in this position.
Simply 3 frags away from closing the series 2-0. I'm having an easier night in the office, but we hear that dismantling of the boost on Cat. Frozen would have heard that from underneath. And so is it safe for Ultimate to still sit here? You know, if anything, that's audio that 2 players should be up the catwalk. So to me, it's no surprise FaZe start to just kind of inch their way closer to the B-site apartments hit. They're met by a smoke for the time being, but that's fine. Their timing still works out if they do press against it.
머리.
Oh my god! Wow, what a shot. What a shot from Frozen, and he takes damage in response.
But again, he had that info, right?
Yeah. Wow.
He heard somebody drop, so to no surprise, Frozen, highest rated player in the series, even despite a map 2 loss. Yakindar will find one top con. The bomb is right behind it. This has been a slow cook from FaZe. But they're going to trade out into the A hit. There are defenders here. Twist holds top. Tetris. Kerrigan trying to clear him. It's actually JKS the
JKS 엠포 스프레이 트리플 킬.
Successful. Oh, it's just rain crossing through the fire. JKS lets him into the bomb site. He's got just enough time to go for the plant safely on the default. JKS comes out. It's not a fake. And as JKS stands out in the open,
설치는 됐는데 JKS 4킬 그리고 1대1 클러치까지.
Oh, you could say it's just rain, but it's Justin to come in with that clutch. Unbelievable. In one of the core positions that he has on this map. Somehow Kerrigan gets by him to take out Twist, and he has no idea what's happening to him at this moment. JKS phasing this smoke and coming in with an A4 spray transfer that'll twist your head. Unbelievable.
I think one of the benefits of Team Liquid If they have hopes of winning tonight, is you've got
JKS
JKS on
선수의
your team
바닐라
playing
버터플라이
Mirage. Back on Nuke,
네임
I mean,
태그
the poor guy
이름표
got bullied. You saw him smiling
디퓨즈
through the pain
키트라고 적혀
as he
있네요.
got stuffed round after round by
졸라
Kerrigan.
웃기네요.
Oh, and Ultimate gets away with Naf coming
오,
through
라운드
as well.
시작하자마자
And
테러
three
3명
instant
어디
kills
갔죠?
out of Team Liquid.
올팀이
And the
더블킬.
attempt from FaZe to get top mid is gone.
Oh my god, and the way they don't leave mid. They
Blunders.
stay there. Jesus, what's happening?
So many times we've seen Liquid have no momentum at the start of games. Earlier today versus Complexity, I mean, they reclaim it.
2대5를
Last
이겨야
week
돼요.
as well in their debuts. It is resilience that Liquid put forth. But this is a strong start that cues up what could be an incredible CT
올리.
side. Ultimate doesn't
쓰면서
skip
가요.
a beat in this round. 2 frags out of the window as Naf climbed over towards Catwalk. Kerrigan and Robs trying to get down into the site. They do at least have both players out. And that means
설치.
a bomb planted sure
합니다.
enough for Robs towards Cat. If he can kill Ultimate, then FaZe could be cooking. But he's stuck in against the arch, so we're going to get this 2-player Liquid flank. Slowly, JKS is coming to join Twists, who is ahead of the pack. And that timing ultimately takes this out of the hands of FaZe. You'd assume Kerrigan traded by Ultimate, who comes up Catwalk. 3 kills for the Polish op again.
They are sizzling. They are
오퍼.
sizzling right now, man. That is unreal. The way that they played for mid control, Ultimate re-peeking into mid, getting his kill, getting another one, and setting up Naf for a 3rd trade.
여기 시작하자마자
Just came right back for it. Wow.
정확합니다. 더블킬.
Lights out.
바로 프로 세팅스 넷 가서 얼티밋
Pressure's on,
세팅
FaZe
검색.
clan.
로지텍 지슈라 2
They'll call to a timeout.
800 DPI의
And
센시
they're on T-side. There's stuff to
0.92
talk about in this situation. You can never plan for a 1-on-4.
4대3
And this one is also a matter of money. The one round that they had was one that Liquid narrowly
레이저
missed. We're
헌츠맨
talking about
VC 프로
frames.
키보드에다가
Twist could have come up behind them in
PA
mid and shut down their
자이젠
dreams inside of
마우스패드.
Connector. They were lucky to get that and don't even know it. The
5대1이네요.
investment comes in and it is ropey here. Rain and Rops are the only 2 AKs on the round.
Twist goes right back to the Catwalk climb. FaZe go 3-1-1 with an emphasis on A to kick it off, but they go double up underneath the Balk. Yakinder adding himself to a classic JKS position. And if JKS dies first, you are not going to assume that there's a second player down there. So I like that JKS
Whoa,
takes the
JKS.
initiative. And that's assuming that he ever dies.
Oh,
because
FaZe
Nav holds on to middle, which means Connector not compromised. Frozen Sure will find footing towards B.
테러에서 라운드를
He exchanges damage alongside Twist. He's got support
많이
from Naf,
밀리는데요.
though. The Canadians on the Cat.
롭즈에
will
AK
hold
하나밖에
on.
없는 라운드긴
In the face
했는데
of the double AK, only Brokey
그래도
is
적한테
able to come
피해를
out
좀
work
주면서 가야
anything
됩니다.
for FaZe. But again, it's JKS off A.
Yeah, and they don't know Yakinder
AK
is here
먹었어요.
right now.
Exactly.
Is he watching for someone to walk out of halls, though? That's the question. No, he isn't, but it's
트레이드.
staggered. Rops now in a 1-on-4.
His bomb is over towards the staircase.
3 players to go.
45 seconds to piece it together.
Worst
아
part is
근데
having to get the
폭탄이 왜
bomb.
저기
Is there
있지?
utility on
저런.
Tetris? No. Just gonna have to make the jump, and he does get over. He could grab the bomb and slip back. Oh, nice
오,
prediction.
롭즈.
And there isn't a peek out of jungle, but there are 2 players there. And
정글에서
when it comes
피킹하는
out, it lands.
얼티밋.
Yeah.
Ultimate is not missing.
No, and he knows when to go for it. That's the
놓치지
other thing
않았습니다.
about him, man. When it started off, I thought coming into this team, he was going to be a good opper, but a passive one, and someone who took his opportunities but didn't go for it. Oh, that's all changed, man. Within a week. There's no shortage of unbelievable
졸라 잘생겨 보여.
performances that
졸라
we've seen in this
잘생겼어요,
game.
근데.
You know,
남자답게
whether it's
약간
Zywoo
그
in 2019
뭐라
or
하지?
Bit in 2021.
담백하게 잘생겼어.
Monacy in the same year.
군인상.
When are we going to stop being surprised that people
홀리
can come out
쉣
of nowhere?
트위스트 12킬 2데스. 아 자신들의 전
Twist in with the
동료
instant top
FaZe
mid
클랜
kill yet
상대로
again. FaZe just waiting for these gun rounds and playing off the back foot every time.
그러니까 머리도 지금 약간 뭐라고 하지? 기본 머리라고 해야 되나? 헤어스타일이 지금 기본 머리거든요.
It's crazy how much value they got out of the cat bricks boost. That's what they've been watching for here inside of mid.
장난 아니겠는데?
The only time it's worked out for FaZe when they killed Ultimate, who was there with an op off of an amazing shot from Frozen. You know, won't happen often.
Team Liquid are currently 6-2 in opening duels over FaZe. This round, no different. Ultimate just slams Kerrigan out of this one.
And that was the lack of synergy. That was the lack of synergy. When Ultimate would jump ticket in their previous game, and JKS was playing underbound, they would both take turns dying. Here is a much better setup. They have ramp control. There's no one walking out of palace, and Ultimate doesn't peek too late.
한 명씩
Ultimate's performance alongside JKS in one of their debuts last week on Mirage was the first red flag that we had to put.
이거 어떡하죠? 스코어가 벌써 7대 1인데
it just didn't seem to work.
최상의 시나리오는 7대 5로 비비는 거긴 한데 4번 연속 이 상황에서 이길 수 있는지 당장 이번 라운드 총이 안 나와요.
I'd rather just kind of do my thing, and Twist gives him that freedom. Why? Because Twist is one of the people who scouted him, who had the belief in Ultimate's ability to step forth. So if you're gonna put that belief in an otherwise star-studded roster, you've got to give the kid his space to work.
Hey, so fucking sick, boys.
I'm learning.
We highlight what works. Who is?
우리 지렸다 얘들아. 나는 너네들한테 지금 배우는 중. 예. 우리가 하는 방식이 너무 좋다. 뭐 그런 얘기죠.
It's Groundhog Day, except you don't want it to end here for Team Liquid.
FaZe scrambling for a solution at this point.
Yeah, they want to keep the high going. It was FaZe who were 12-10 on map 2 and could have closed out the game 5v3.
But Liquid just keeps this tempo up, man. They are always doing something, whether that's throwing JKS out into the ramp, whether Twist is just going absurdly aggressive top mid.
나프는 라운드 시작하자마자 아파트 출발해서 탑미드에 도착했어요. 이러면 엄청 빠른 타이밍에 A 뒤쪽에서 튀어나올 수 있습니다. 테러의 꼬리를 찾으러 가고요. JKS가 근데 그냥 입구 컷 에이스는 아니었지만 JKS가 첫 번째 맵, 두 번째 맵 모두 좀 부진한 느낌이었는데 예, 첫 번째 맵 4등, 두 번째 맵 4등 하면서 JKS 계속 오버댓 하고 있었는데 세 번째 맵 미라지에서 갑자기 대폭발.
Just instant on this cross and even a fourth kill headshot on Rops. Twist with the cherry on top.
잡고요.
FaZe don't know what to do.
FaZe 클랜.
And Liquid have
이거
so
지면
many
펠은
options.
탈락이에요.
Something else that's new. Why not? Do as you please. Ultimate smashes Frozen 3-9. A stark contrast to the last two maps and his performance. And Ultimate, why would you give this up?
또 해요. 또 피킹해요.
Awaiting his next victim.
하나 더.
And it could very well be Kerrigan as he tries to step forward.
미스샷?
A missed shot out of Ultimate could be
도망쳤습니다.
what FaZe need. Now, if not ever. They try to jet down into the site. Ultimate's gone unchecked. He's just got the Tech 9 and still he's thriving.
그래서 그동안 팀원들이 빼고 와줬죠.
Rain looking for a catch gets put down and Team Liquid can do no wrong.
Oh my god. They're getting put away.
They're getting embarrassed.
They're getting completely embarrassed.
FaZe 클랜 멸망인가요, 진짜?
Man, how does Ultimate pick all the right spots to not leave? He gets his first kill.
아니 생각해보세요. 인페르노를 먼저 이겼고 팀 리퀴드가 픽을 했던 맵을 먼저 이겼고 유크에서 12대 9 2대 0로 게임 끝낼 수 있었는데 OT를 허용하더니 미라지에 와서 급격하게 무너지고 라운드 시작하자마자 4명 어디 갔죠?
They had tools to work with, but we don't get to see any of them on display.
What?
How are we at the end of the half already?
What is happening? What is happening right
now? How is this
해설들도 방금 무슨 일이 일어났는지 못 봤어요?
This is like if Donk was an entire team at Katowice, okay?
Liquid
리퀴드의 모든 5명이 카토비체 동크인가요?
On this FaZe clan. Rob swings out trying to post a clutch, but Liquid can simply do no wrong. They feel immortal.
I don't even know. The ideas are coming out just as
오늘
fast, and for
이번
some reason,
텔은
Liquid are able to
그룹스테이지
figure
이런
out
장면 진짜
what
많이
the
나오네요.
response is just
그러니까 뭐
as
상대가
quickly.
강팀 약팀 안
Pop in the
가리고
right spot,
그냥
mid-control when they need
막
to be.
12대 0,
Everybody watching
13대
each
1,
other.
13대
The
2,
A anchors are doing a
전반
fantastic
지금
job.
10대 1입니다.
JKS has a 1v4 in this game. It's all in the scoreline.
그룹스테이지 마지막 라인인데 나는 이게 제일 모든 경기 중에서 제일 충격.
Is negative on
팀
FaZe
스피릿
clan. Ross has 9
2대
kills.
0이
That's
제일
about it.
충격이고
That's the best part of this
만약에
half
여기서
so far
이대로 팀
from
리퀴드가
FaZe.
페이지 꺾고 가면 두 번째로 충격적인.
As though it existed from the get-go. Twist up to double digits so incredibly quick. Rain just doing anything he can. The gloves are off for FaZe. They have to fight because if not, they're getting
그냥
trounced
한
on
명씩
this
죽는
decider.
거,
Rops goes down with
한 명씩
nothing.
죽는 거.
As Broky's found out towards ramp. He will
브로키가
try his damnedest. Please, give us something, Broky.
브로키가
3 kills in a 1v4 as he
뭔가
just looks for these frags as he hunts
보여줘야
them down
되는데.
as he tries to keep FaZe's Cologne dreams alive. He sits in sight and hunts, and Yakindar passive back on connector, peeks and swings and closes. Team Liquid with a dismantling of the FaZe clan.
난 미라지가 이렇게 될 줄 몰랐어. 리퀴드. 페이즈 무너지고. 실제 4킬 지렸고요. JKS의 M4 스프레이 지렸고요. 이거는 진짜 뭐 와 씨. 얼티밋 잭바른 더블킬. 와 페이지가 녹았어요. 그냥 전반에 뭐 하는 것도 없고 그냥 막 5명이 전부 멘탈이 나간 것처럼 매 라운드 순삭당하고 파이팅 같은 것도 약간 좀 없었고요. 충격적인. 자, 스코어가 11대 2. 메이저 결승 이후로 뭐 이렇게 무너지는 게 또 처음이긴 합니다. 처음에 이제 피스톨 지고 포스바이 실패해서 3대 0으로 갔다가 8라운드 땄는데 그래서 3대 1이 됐는데 8연패 그대로 쭉 11대 1. 후 하고 스겜 나가던데요. 씨. 아 근데 페이즈 팬들도 좀 가슴 아프겠지만 캐디안 팬들도 지금 리퀴드 잘 나가는 거 보면서 G2 리퀴드 둘 다 선수들을 이제 바꿔서 왔는데 좋은 느낌인데요.
The founding fathers of CS2 don't know what just hit them. 11 rounds of a CT side coming out from Team Liquid. We wanted improvements for Liquid in the face of FaZe's Mirage, but more than improvements is what we got. This almost makes no sense.
So far, Team Liquid are not only getting revenge, but absolutely painting the walls with
프로즌도
FaZe's
유크에서
blood.
힘을
This
너무
is
많이 썼는지 이제
a total slaughter.
같이 말렸어요.
Unreal.
와
18-1
배당
odds here as we enter into the second
18.6 뭐야
half
이거.
of the final map. Liquids are 2 rounds away from
피스톨
the
라운드 지면
Lanxess.
Twist is just going to
그냥
look to try
끝이라고
and
보면
keep this game
됩니다.
as quick as it has been. Dives down into the B site, tries to take it
다행히도.
over. Frozen hanging on. We got a
트레이드.
first kill for FaZe, but can it be
캐리건.
enough? Kerrigan, oh, he's looking for a
Yo,
second.
캐리건
He'll get there.
더블킬.
But we've got the bench player peeking deep, covered off by
다행히도.
Market. Yes, FaZe can answer.
Yeah, but Brokey is smiling.
Brokey,
He's
쌍뻑큐.
actually reached the point of madness. At
쌍뻑큐.
this moment, after what we saw in the first half, I mean, you've got to take everything
시발놈들아
as a little
우리가
victory.
피스톨은 이겼다.
Jesus.
개새끼들아.
Okay, great round. Great round.
우리가 피스톨은 그래도 이겼다. 레인도.
We can only celebrate like that ironically. This is crazy. That is so
페이즈
nuts,
선수들
man.
이제 그러니까 약간 이제 그
Nobody on
약간
FaZe even has
즐기기로 한
10
거죠.
kills right
약간.
now.
분위기 우울하게 가지 말자.
Coming through to Brokey. Don't
한
celebrate.
라운드
too
딸
soon.
때마다
Yeah,
신나게
these tech
소리
nines are
지르자.
looking for
약간
your
이런
head.
느낌.
He's stuck in the corner. Rob's going to help out. Good conversion coming out from FaZe. The beauty of this situation is we get one of two
라운드 따고 있어요.
miraculous results.
순식간에
Either
진지해졌죠.
absolutely
네.
smash them,
Yeah.
or FaZe are going to put forward a masterclass.
Yeah, I don't even know, man.
It really does not make sense.
It's very
FaZe
different
UK에서
the last
좋아.
time they played. It's just two different.
근데
And how does that
근데
improvement
이거 어떻게
happen
씨발
so
역전할 수
fast?
How does it
있나?
happen so fast? It's a great. I mean, I don't have the answers. I have no idea.
I said we're so back, boys. We're so back. Let's win this round and let's start fucking trembling, boys.
That is genuine belief
할
in
수
the comeback
있을까요?
out of Rain
레인 선수의 선언.
to kick off CT side, which is definitely where they are better.
Brokey going to try to soften him up here. Rain, quick reposition. Twist is waiting for a chance to
A-site,
jump out. We've got
A-site.
two up in Palace.
Rain,
Triple
Brokey.
ramp push queued up.
오
And Rain's going to find his first one, getting right back into cover. Yikinder, beautiful wall bang.
월뱅이
And Brokey's just
아름답게
gonna keep his head down, but
들어갔고요.
his teammates are falling all around him. Oh, and he can't get his. The one frag that could have been.
I
The
don't-
one
프로즌만
chance
남고
that FaZe had to hang on
1대4.
with.
Yeah, I don't think they're trembling.
And Liquid just drop kick their way through A site. He had his position down beneath. It felt like they had what he needed, and Frozen has been just perfection
한다면?
throughout this series. So why not put forth this clutch? He chucks the frag out
못할
towards
거 뭐
Ticket, but there's
있습니까?
nobody there. It's this jungle flank that's going to kill him. Frozen, ooh, he gets down into the sandwiches. They just hold off on the
정글에
cross.
있어요 각.
And Frozen won't predict
정글에
this.
각
He
있어요.
does put the smoke on top of Bomb. Things are getting weird here, but there it is. A slow burn, but one that still comes forward. 9-map match and stadium points.
12점을
As
soon as they get
줬습니다.
onto a rifle, it's lights out. Maybe one last buy here for FaZe. We'll see.
마지막
They'll have some
바이일
rifles
수
to fight
있어요.
with, and you genuinely heard some belief from Rain that they could make the comeback happen. Early days in CS2, every single match they won, even when we were talking about
선수 경기
potential
끝난 줄 알고
FaZe error, was a
헤드스폿이랑
comeback. When we talk about
니코
their Sydney
행동한 거 아닌가요,
performances, all the
방금?
way everything up until Chengdu, it was a matter of
멘탈
resilience out of
나가 있네,
FaZe, and they did nothing but impress. But they had never been trounced like that inside of one half.
얼티밋 패드 저도
I mean,
옛날에
a FaZe
썼던
stomp
거고
is such
자유
a
선수가
rarity.
옛날에 썼었어요.
And for that to come
저 110
through
PA
from
자이젠이라고
Twist
이제
and this newly
그
formed Team Liquid.
파도 그려져 있는 그런 건데.
12 players, 5 coaches, and a rotating door, and lack of success through so many iterations. A new role for Twist, and one that we thought would bog him
역시
down. But he
자유의
comes out
마우스패드를
swinging in this
또
decider
근본 있게 또
with the
옛날에
Lanxess
썼던
on
거.
the line. Molotovs burden the player up
자, 여기서 경기 끝날까요?
Swinging with his MAC-10, and as he does,
트레이드.
he takes a head off. Broky's position now known.
트레이드.
There is still a chance here for FaZe
아직
to hang
찬스
on as
있어요.
they go up 3v2 and extend
얼티밋만
it. Or
남습니다.
does Ultimate, the kid out of nowhere, step forward with another clutch? Because every time push comes to shove, as games get
캐리건이
longer,
피스톨이라
Ultimate gets better.
And Ultimate might move potentially in the
그렇지,
CT
가능성이
spawn
좀
in this
있긴
spot or
한데.
walk forward. We'll see. Crawl up on
Rain.
Cat takes place and Rain
잘
will win his
제거하네요.
duel.
Not
There's
yet.
another drop in the bucket here for FaZe Clan after another simplistic sight hit on the A site. Comes out from Liquid because they can try anything. They haven't established what they want to do in this half. We haven't seen anything except for one clean rifle. It feels like a foregone conclusion at this point.
That second one from
와,
Broky could be
근데
so
팀
critical.
리퀴드가
He dies mere
진짜
milliseconds after that second.
이렇게 멤버 바꾸고 오자마자 강할
FaZe can't
줄은
afford to look
몰랐습니다.
dejected. It's a chance with a gun advantage. And it's Yakindar to go swinging top mid, misses
Yakindar,
both his chances
미스.
to strike first blood.
럽즈.
Rops is here to pick it up alongside Frozen, but they do get clipped on the fallback at least. Still, just pistols. So no reason
여기도
for
빠르게
FaZe to fret.
진행되고 있는
the three
중.
guns go down, and they also can be picked back up here. It's the same bout of mid control that Liquid used against them in the first half that worked so
얼티밋은
well.
뉴크에서 32킬 받고 지금도 미라지에서 14킬에다가 트위스트는 18킬 9데스.
Those pistols, Mohan, they're exchanged for rifles. And there's a minute 10 still
조금
for this
질질
2v4.
끌리려나?
And you got two of the coolest cucumbers in all of Counter-Strike left in this clutch.
Yeah, we talk about historic late round combos. We talk about
하지만
Twitch Rops and
JKS와
Brokey and for
나프라면
Liquid. Well,
2대
they're
4를
still
할
forging
수도?
those stories. Oh, one kill comes out here for
2대
now.
4를 할 수도?
JKS being that low, surely that should help. I mean, of all of the beatings you've given FaZe throughout this third map, this 2v4 can't happen.
They aren't thinking about a rotation just yet.
오,
JKS surely
야.
gets
Softens
killed.
up
나프만
Kerrigan, and that's
남는데요.
good enough. That's good enough for Nap to
나프라면
try to
1대
still
3을
finish this off. 40
할
to the
수도?
clock. He's going to find that apartment flanking. Oh, nicely done here
5대
from Brokey.
12.
But look at the damage that's done there. 3 players taken low, keeping FaZe on their feet every round of this map.
Yeah, that's somehow the reputation that
표정
Liquid
봐.
have built up at this
왜
point, that they can
게임을
win
빨리 못
any
끝내지?
round. And again, the late round trio of FaZe that they had for so long with Twist, now supplanted by Frozen joining the team, still show that level of strength, but we're honestly seeing it on some of these, low number rounds.
자, 여기서 결말이
And this is
날까요?
for a latent
아니네요.
roster that we don't know
리퀴드가
anything about yet.
총이 없네요.
They're evolving every single day, and they're just getting started.
It's come flying through. Rops
네이드
fine,
피해주고.
dodges damage. It's a 3-pronged assault towards top middle that Team Liquid just can't
Oh,
escape.
yeah.
As you would expect, pistols mean nothing in the face of a FaZe that is indeed starting to fire up. They know their margin of error is non-existent, but it's not a round like this that's going to
자,
cost them cologne.
여기까지는 일단 왔습니다.
6 to go.
They
리퀴드가
ready up for this
이제
next
총을
round as they know
사오겠죠.
the buy is going to come in for Liquid.
그래도
And they're in a
전반
good cycle of buy save and buy save, but
11대 1이었던 것 치고는 후반전 와서
it's like one player popping off. We have a JKS 1v4 that's
그래도
already
이제
taken place.
스코어가 그나마 좀
That one just set the tone off the back of
정상화 된
Twist's
건가요?
immaculate start. Liquid could do no wrong when it came to the CT side. And now they just need one right. Twist takes underpass uncontested. There's a lot more space being given here in contrast to the last round. Clearly, when it's not just pistols, FaZe want to respect this opening top mid gambit.
I mean, I think a big reason that Team Liquid won so many rounds in the first half is because they consistently challenged mid and won. And FaZe want to do the same thing, but they haven't scared Liquid away from it. Later this round goes, the more potential lurks can come into play here for Team Liquid as they get their claws in. They're readying a B split.
리퀴드가 여기서 경기를 끝낼 수 있을지 아니면 좀 더 초크 당할지.
Frozen, he's got that one incendiary, but I mean, he could get killed from the cap. And if he does, you'd assume Kerrigan is doomed. There is a player up in ladder. Rain,
사대방, 레인이
and as long as he
이겼는데
can hold it, then we're gonna get that turn from Frozen, even if it is only 7 HP. Twist wants to call the action back towards him, serving as the return. He waits in top connector and nobody's showing him anything. FaZe seemingly so slow to make plays, just hang off in their corners.
Yeah, Twist knows the opportunity at hand.
자,
Damage into ladder room.
트위스트가
A player low in the B
커넥터에서
site.
럴킹을 하고
And he can start to walk into window, but at
나머지가
some point
B로
he wants to get
가는데
involved in the
물리로
round
각을
two.
지우고
They've
있고요.
already embarrassed
Oh, he got
Kerrigan.
his kill.
오,
Rain's
트위치
gone down.
킬했어요.
Kerrigan trying to hold for dear life. Robs will
그래도
at least
트위치를
walk off
자르는
that flank, but
룹즈
Frozen
3대
gets
3.
burned out here. We go
불에
3v3
죽었고요.
and it's all on Kerrigan as the calls have
Kerrigan.
been bested. He has to stand tall
룹즈.
and alongside Robs he
JKS.
will. JKS looking for another huge clutch, but it's 8 seconds and surely that's not enough. Excellently done there from Kerrigan.
계속 쫓아갑니다.
Yes, it is. He's
FaZe
the one
클랜.
high HP player on the site. His rotators come in just in time after he gets
레전드
his damage
경기한다.
in and has to fall back. And his position becomes known.
타임아웃.
This is a spot where Liquid Twist,
코치는
excuse me,
이제
had to speed up his
이상하겠죠.
lurk if he wasn't going
어라
to be a part of that
전반을
attack.
11대
And when he got
1로
his first kill,
끝냈는데
you thought, well, now the B site is in jeopardy, but they didn't know that Frozen was
스코어가
there
왜
with
이러지?
one other player. There was still some utility left over, and they picked good positions to play from, and they could smell it. That the B site hit was taking place, and they were even ready for the lurk from
테러 뭐
Twist
태코 사고
in through
뛰어야 되나?
window.
어떻게 하죠?
Such a critical position for Rain to pick up with that early damage. I mean, you see how Frozen plays the rest of the round. He's just cowering back bench. Can't blame him.
I mean, you can beat FaZe, and you can
캐리건이
even crush them, but you
B사이트에서
won't beat
더블킬
them
하면서
when they're scared, and
시켰어요.
that's the
룹즈
difference.
우승.
That's why Rain said, if we win that next round, they'll be trembling. He genuinely believes.
플래시 실패.
Slight mistakes. Twist wants to get ahead of it.
고
We've
들고
seen
뜁니다.
rounds like these go Liquid's way. They cannot afford to lose it like this. So Frozen locks in the first one. The second player there, and he steps into the
얼팀이.
crosshair of Ultimate. One Deagle to try and dispatch of an
그래도
A site, but meanwhile things go
나머지는 잘
well for
잡고
FaZe
있고요.
as they continue to all across the map. Clean tech 9 shots, sure enough, but the trade frag's good. And Naf's position may be unknown, but that's bomb at the bottom of
아이씨
connector.
원탭들 왜 이렇게
can't be-
살벌해?
Too careful. Not when a team is running this hot on confidence. Nafly wants to make
자,
something happen, but it won't.
정상적인 스코어.
The game becomes 4 rounds.
아무도 전반에 11대
FaZe are
1이었다는
in
걸
control of the
모르겠죠.
money, but it doesn't
이러면은
matter how high they stack their paper right now. Liquid are still
미친
going to buy
이거
every other,
미라지 C팀의 심각한데?
and they could
C팀의
trip
진짜?
over the finish line.
8대 12.
In a game where there
테러도
are
지금
future
1점밖에
matches
못
coming
갔어요.
up,
후반에.
it'd be nice.
Yeah, man, those ecos delicious, man.
Yeah. Start over, boys.
Don't worry, bro. Soon they'll get scared, bro.
Oh, good to know the spirits remain high. FaZe Clan
베이스클랜 즐기는 자의
taking
영역.
chokes in the face of adversity here from Liquid. An 11-1 half would have led
캐리건의
you to
어그
believe that
브로키다
even FaZe
풀바이. 테러도
would stop
풀바이.
believing. But it's goofs and gaffs. And 4 rounds to push this to OT. It would have been unthinkable. Nade goes top mid, softens up Yakindar. And Rops isn't afraid to kind of press out a little, show his position.
No lucky rounds for Team Liquid in the first half, and now no easy rounds in the second. They earned their way to this point, but FaZe are now starting to step up. Kerrigan picks up the AUG. But I fear you can only give up mid so many times before it'll come back to haunt you.
I agree. We'll see if Ultimate is the ghastly last move from Liquid.
자, 리퀴드 선수들 테러에 와서는
Postures up and waits for some sort of peak. We hit 35 seconds and oh, Brokey saw the jump up. So he's going to be waiting on high alert, but he misses his chance to strike down the first. And then Rain fires off 8 shots without hitting one. The jungle peaks perfection. Rob slides out with a double. And then as he tries to fall back, Rain's got that cover provided. This one is excellence from FaZe.
Okay. Of course, we still breach 20 rounds in this match. After it ends 11-1, somehow
5명의 테러
FaZe have
전부
made this
그냥
competitive.
잡았고요. CT는 피해를 입지 않았습니다.
There won't be the full investment coming in here for Team Liquid. Robs does an excellent job of fighting for space, and he was the guy at the end of the first half with 9 kills. That was a top frag. Just a few more than anybody else on his team, but he's continued forward into the second half.
Twist calls for the half buy. Again, we've seen them pull these off.
대포와 딕을 들고 오지만 가볍게 막히고 있고요. 아니 이거 무슨 경기를 보고 있는 거야 내가? 이게 무슨 경기를 보고 있는 거죠?
A FaZe that all of us were willing to write off now
FaZe
stands
클랜
mere rounds away
CT
from
와서
OT.
When FaZe are getting those second place finishes,
9점을 따고
when
있고요.
they picked up their couple of
테러는 한
tournament
점밖에 못
wins,
땄습니다.
when they were doubted, every single time they made comebacks in those games. None this big.
코치가 타임아웃 걸죠.
None with such a
야, 이 새끼들아
convincing
뭐 하는
first
거야?
half, but still,
한 점만 따면
they
되잖아.
played from behind
지금 장난해?
every single time. And with the thought of the Lanxess on the line, they are stepping up to that level of power once again.
팀 해체.
I mean, this is that kind of locked-in counter-strike that FaZe deliver in the playoffs, not to get there.
1대 11을
Here we are with them
역전하는
making not a
경기는
single misstep. Robs has been unleashed as he absolutely takes over the scoreboard in the absence of Frozen.
FaZe 클랜은 그냥 즐기는 자예요 지금 일단 그냥.
And now we get to tap into that
웃고
seemingly
있어요, 그냥.
never-ending pool of FaZe talent.
And for me,
23킬.
this is the moment. Again, like on Nuke, carrying the round 29 call in CSGO.
얼티밋 더블 들고 옵니다.
The player who played
뉴크에서
with him,
32킬을 박았던
the IGL
남자.
that has inspired and created him. Now in that position in round 23 off of attack pause. When the half has started to get away from him, what is the call?
Man, we haven't even had a bomb plant. We haven't even had a site take.
그렇죠. 무슨 사이트 테이크나 폭탄 설치 같은 게 없었어요 전혀.
And while FaZe have kind of stepped forward, I feel like Liquid have lost that tempo that got them here.
뭔가
A
템포를
CT side that
잃어버린
seemed far more aggressive, but it's
리퀴드.
that thought of letting this one slip through your fingers. Twists, new to this role, new to this responsibility. To try and unleash your players in the biggest pressured situation that they have yet to feel as a 5. That is what is going to be called of him. There is no presence inside of middle here for FaZe. Content to play the extremities, to lean into that A triple stack.
자,
All this utility comes out, and with it, there's uncertainty on both
A 램프에
ends.
3명,
Ultimate
커넥터
is
2명.
looking for somebody who is looking to take
프로즌이
a risk, but that is Frozen in towards ramp. It's a 5 versus 4.
먼저
It's
죽었고요.
45 seconds, and it's JKS seemingly
33
looking to
초.
lead this charge. Rain will lock in on default.
레인
and there
기다리고
is
있습니다.
nobody to come out from
디폴트에서.
Palace. Can he hang
롭즈
on?
킬, 롭즈
Robs
더블 킬.
again into the kill feed. He turns
레인.
it back, and Rain's gonna deliver. Off of a man disadvantage, they will give no ground, no openings, and no more chances barring this last. Team Liquid have gone all the way to the end of this half from an 11-1 start.
There's no
No
way.
bomb plants. Nothing in this T side to be proud of.
And there is no money left here for Liquid as they invest fully into that round. Robs with the 180 from the top of stairs. The
리퀴드는 뭐
one
하는
bright
거죠?
spot for FaZe Clan in this map. On 112 ADR, catches Twist off
전반전
in the lurk
11대
from
1로
underpass. The
끝났다고요.
round called around him.
Robs gets this
1점에서
double kill. Turns back to connector, seemingly dead in the eyes of Twist.
11대 12까지
And it's
왔습니다.
perfect posturing for Rain to pop out.
아,
And
나프도 막
disbelief
어이없어서
sinks into the eyes
웃어요.
now of Liquid.
어디서부터 잘못된 거지?
And they come
근데
into this one with
단 한
something.
번의
It
라운드
off in the hands of
다
Ultimate.
The
쫓아왔지만
saved off from Ultimate. They couldn't have
여기서
repurchased
어떻게
that.
될지 아무도 몰라요. OT 갈 수도 있고요.
Could this all have been a ruse
페이지
of a
컴백이 그냥
comeback?
허무하게 끝날 수도
Or is
있습니다.
Robs going to continue to tear this from Liquid's hands? Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. 자, 테러 갈릴
And only
세계에다가
possible if you're FaZe Clan.
The only round that Liquid have got on T side is the first time that they got guns up years ago.
아니,
Robs is freed up.
Oh my God, Rops is on the hunt. Can he be killed right now? No, he can't.
And with that, he could even compromise what's also set up inside the B apps.
그 트레이드.
He throws caution to the wind, gives a bunch of audio
4대4.
over to Naf, and now they could be going into this B split. There's no eyes on Catwalk.
This is the mid control that keeps working out eventually for Team Liquid. Rops had no
해독
fallback
컷
plan. No one to escort him out.
Brokey versus Ultimate. It could be queued up, but Brokey actually takes a more
네,
passive
브로키는
angle.
A
They
쪽으로
allow
갔고요.
3 players on Liquid to get on
네,
catwalk.
티켓 쪽으로 갔고요.
This could be the round.
캐슬, 캐슬,
4v4,
아무도
excuse me.
We've had Kerrigan
지금
tested
마크 안
before,
했어요.
and with Kerrigan back on
그러면
bench
사이트
again,
안에 2명,
his teammate is no
프로즌과 캐리건.
longer out here with him. It's across from Market.
Frozen.
Does still hold strong. Frozen trying his
그리고 어그를
damnedest.
들고 있는
And
캐리건이,
Market's gone
캐리건이.
unnoticed. He almost catches one back towards Cat. Rain finishes it. 2 kills left. The most incredible comeback. Queued up, but not yet finished.
카스
Now, in the heat of the
역사상
moment with 15 on the clock, gets the first 2 kills, and with a quarter health,
미쳐버린
drops into
컴백.
the bomb site, surrounded still, and yet they give him that bit of respect.
5초밖에 안 남았어요. 이거 설령.
Can you believe your eyes?
11대1
Another
컴백.
classic FaZe comeback.
12대12 OT.
This is beyond. This is a reference game from FaZe on the comeback. They reached into the
페이즈
basement for
클랜의
this one.
엄청난 위닝 멘탈리티도 있었지만 리퀴드 뭐 하는 거죠? 이거 12점 땄을 때 12대 3 상황. 다들 죽어가고 있었어요.
This is a
12대 3에서 전반 11대 1,
how that was
후반에
possible.
12대 3,
Clean round after clean round. Robin Cool
9연승,
at the top.
9연승.
FaZe
OT.
now on equal footing.
이거는
The pressure
그냥 대놓고 레인 선수
could
그냥
not be hard.
야 병신들아
higher,
니네
and
역전.
Who is jubilant? It's FaZe Clan. They're the ones who are
웰컴
happy
투
to be
페이즈
in overtime.
마더퍼커스 그거 한 번 더 하는 건가요? 롭즈 선수
It
26킬.
was all in the double birds from Brokey.
Liquid went from solid to frozen.
Who knew
아니
what
영화
was to
시나리오도
come?
이렇게 쓰면 욕 먹어요. 11대
Don't
1에서
celebrate too early. Kindar back towards middle, looking for something in window. An 11-1 comeback.
You want to know if Liquid were nervous? They'll win this round.
Kindar's looking for the cat kill. Oh man.
오 근데
It wasn't
OT
instantaneous,
와서도
but it's a
계속
5v4
집중을 해야죠.
nonetheless. We've seen Rain give
프로즌이
critical
갑니다.
support to the cat hold, but the molly doesn't go in the door.
롭즈가
So
연막
he's able
속에
to
있어요.
peek
레이는
behind it.
사다리방.
And Ultimate's trying to get that op into a position. Rops has been a king inside connector. Oh, Rain burned down. Here we go.
Yeah,
오
there-
리퀴드
there's the
OT
round.
와서 정신을 갑자기
That
번쩍
is not
들었나?
a coincidence.
Oh my god.
This is the round where the aim
페이지
comes
클랜은
up when it can't
좀
win you the game
안심을
anymore. That is not
해버렸나요?
a coincidence.
긴장이
Where was this all
풀렸나요?
half long?
Team Liquid were feeling the pressure.
브로키 플릭샷은 살아 있습니다.
And now with that, the first in OT, which means every round here worth its weight in gold. My god. But can you regain confidence after one round in overtime? After that streak of not even bomb plants comes out from Team Liquid?
Yeah, you know they can because you just
연장
witnessed Nuke.
오자마자 언제 그랬나는 듯이
They made that
자연스럽게
comeback to get
라운드를
to
따버리는
overtime and
리퀴드.
completely schooled FaZe in map 2 to grant them this opportunity. And it's obviously clear they needed every single round in the first half of regulation to set them up to even have a
이걸
chance
한
in
라운드 전에
overtime.
했었어야 되는데.
But now that they're here, there's no telling. They've shown some clutch too.
Imagine the size of that sigh of relief as they put 13 to the scoreboard. A quick, albeit short reminder, they can still indeed
Brokey
do
opening
this,
kill.
but Brokey is going to lock in the 5v4. It's a deep Palace peak. And is it going to be Liquid with a little more pep in their step? Now
나프와
given a chance
롭즈가
towards
아파트에서
B.
만났습니다만 수류탄
Nade is
피해주고
negligible, and Naf walks away from this. Bomb still over towards T-spawn, so there is no
사다리방에서.
ability here for Liquid to pounce. It's just separate engagements
오,
and duels,
프로즌이
and
킬을
one that
했어요.
Frozen is happy to take. He's got support on Catwalk too.
5대3
Kerrigan
어드밴티지
coming out of the
CT.
bomb site as he's left that as the responsibility of Rops, and we're going to see back.
뒤를 봤나요?
They don't
캐리건
anticipate
더블킬에.
Kerrigan. You can't be ready for him.
아, 저기 티켓에서 캡 쪽으로 어그로가 끌려가지고 캐리건이 베이팅을 제대로 했습니다.
1-1 in overtime. Frozen back to being clean.
그래서 다시 동점 13대 13.
He was until they lost the most important player over on Nuke. The amount of rounds that he granted FaZe, you'd have to take off your shoes to count.
And this one just looks so calm. Rob's freeing up Kerrigan, who I've got to say stood the test inside that B site within regulation.
That's true. Absolutely.
Calling from this comeback, but also delivering in the kill
오,
count. Kindar, it's a
시작하자마자 한
clean
명씩
straight through smoke.
교환.
Bomb gets dropped back. They fast crawl through the underpass.
Some would call that one lucky, but we just call him Yeki. Twist down an underpass, looking to join up with, and we get the smoke towards top connector, but yet again, bomb left towards spawn. So what is Twist's cooking?
트위스트의 머릿속은 지금 어떤 전략을 짜고 있을까요?
Brokey's here in a position
캐리건과
perfect to defend
트위스트의
against a
두뇌
connector
대결도
split while they hold on to Palace.
계속 진행 중인데
In this spot, Liquid, I mean, they have
리퀴드
dominated mid,
T-스폰
and now they've
따라서
left it. There will be no lurks in place. They're just going to reinforce the attack
A로 가나요?
towards A, and Rain goes a little bit deeper.
JKS was already caught off by this
레인이
last round,
팔라스
but at a different
안에서 보고
timing, so
있습니다.
you'd assume he'd be more cautious. And in an ideal world, Naf maybe would have stuck
JKS와
around,
레인.
but JKS into the peak.
레인이 이겼어요.
Rain. A quick adjustment.
Wait,
와,
In
아래
both
사다리로
crosshair
내려왔습니다.
and position, sliding down underneath.
Yeah.
Yekinder's gonna try
브로키,
to chase
야
in.
브로키 안 보여?
Oh,
예킨다야,
showing
브로키
it.
안
See
보여?
the shadow.
yeah, he's trying to bait this
shit.
out, but Yekinder,
Oh,
oh my
shit.
god!
Takes the nade out. Rain position still well known. He goes back to the top.
놓쳤어요,
Twist tries to
순간적으로.
hone in, and
불타는
Brokey's dead, but
트위스트.
Rain still stands.
레인
They can't
아직도
find it.
팔라-
Off of the top of the ladder.
예킨다의
Finally
트리플
he
킬.
falls. We go 2v2. Yekinder
예킨다.
dives in, hunting for the
다
ace.
죽이면 에이스.
Yekinder
예킨다
back to the bomb
에이스.
site, 15 to the clock. It's a ticket peak.
프로즌이 막습니다.
Back out. Only
코치
13
경기 못
kill,
보고 있는
but it's
건가요, 지금?
quality, not quantity.
Look at
차마
Neo,
못
he's
보고
got his
있는
head
거예요?
in hands. He cannot stand this. No control over the outcome
웃고
of
있어요.
rounds.
니오 코치
Just has to be
선수
amused.
시절부터
FaZe
코치까지
clan
얼마나
are
수많은
in
그
the
산전
lead.
수전 다 봤을 텐데 이런 경기는 처음 보겠죠.
Sometimes truth is stranger than fiction.
Wonders, say that one more time.
FaZe clan are in the lead.
예킨다 되게 저돌적이었는데
I can't
마지막
actually
순간에
believe that.
프로준이 탭
What? Oh.
나이스
Sometimes it's better to
버킹고.
just catch the guillotine and not have to go through the
페이스 크랜
agonizing,
14대 13 역전을
painful
했습니다.
run back into overtime. Just to think that you are about to win the entire map.
My God, you want to be an IGL Twists? Well, this is what is called of you. Somehow, some way.
리퀴드 이대로
The thing is, we watched that incredible comeback. We forgot
이거를
about how
지고
incredibly
만약에
lopsided
펠른
Liquid CT half was.
프로 가고
I mean, they were
탈락한다면
unleashed. They were
뭐
unstoppable.
아쉽습니다가
But can they
아니라
tap back into what was a CT
그냥
side
대재앙.
driven by confidence?
Yes, how do you quantify the energy that we had in the server? And can it be reproduced here for Team Liquid?
There's a difference from Twists running top mid at 10-1, 5 rounds into this game, and Twists still trying to call while keeping Liquid's vanishing hopes alive. That is a whole other beast.
And never underestimate the ability for Kerrigan to add up what he was missing in that first half and use it against you in
자 근데
overtime.
진영이 바꿔서 또 모릅니다. 진영 바뀌어서 일단 페이지가 14점이긴 한데 CT 리퀴드 대 테러 페이즈 그리고 더블 안 사고
That might be the first
전부
time that
AK.
FaZe have one mid over Liquid, and they sneak into this position.
모르죠. CT 와서 또 다 맞고 이길 수도 있고 리퀴드가 얼티밋의 딱
They double back from the ramp control. This is freed up Twist. He's just going to leave JKS as that anchor.
팝콘 스모크
But an unknowingness towards middle could
윈도우
serve up a
올라가는
real
프로즌.
issue here for Liquid. Frozen takes up position. Remember, bomb still over towards the apps.
Oh,
Twist.
it's a ruse.
What are you going to do here?
Oh, it's a ruse. They're pulling this rotation.
캐리건의
Twist is turning his back. Kerrigan.
그리고 프로즌이 잡았네요. 네. 트위치가 정글에
They made it seem
있었는데
like it was going to be a connector crawl, and now Kerrigan can get another.
And with that, the A site seems open.
3대5
Ultimate is still in a
3대5
position
A 사이트 열렸어요.
perhaps to thrive.
티켓에 있는 울티밋이 땀만
Slips out
들고 있는데
from the ticket. Rain is taking his teammate. There is nothing here for Liquid.
Oh, and it's a perfect move from Kerrigan. It's
15
called around him.
점에.
They answer. They find the antidote to mid control. They get the connector lurk off.
미드
They use the
컨트롤을
molly on Cat to
성공하고
make it seem like it's
윈도우로
a split.
집어넣고
And
커넥터로
they hold Twist's
올라오고
attention.
It is a
15
stark
점.
and total contrast to the CT side that we had back in regulation. Team Liquid get not one kill.
코치
That's the masterful moment
답답하겠죠.
from Kerrigan.
이거 무슨 경기예요 이게.
That's the one that shows you that aim isn't even relevant. They're holding Twist from both angles
아니
here.
근데 장담컨대
They catch JKS off in the side.
제가 이제 카스 대회를
And now
중계하고
FaZe
계속 본 지
only need one
1년
round.
정도 됐는데
Free kill. Nice team, nice team. I can. I'll make it safe. Nice!
따따따따따 즐기는 자의 경기죠.
He did not see that.
약간 최고의 경기가 될 것 같아요.
He did not see that.
Oh, he gets him now.
레인이 오프닝 킬을.
He had no idea. Finally, the brash plays from Ultimate. He disrespects the flash, doesn't think he's going to die. Someone has swung beyond his scope.
And they still get active.
And now he's on the sidelines.
Yakindar to the forefront. Kerrigan already postured. He sits here and waits for the win to get delivered.
캐리건은 잡혔는데 그래도 트레이드를 내주는 팀원들 2대4.
He gets it done. We've got Twist over towards the stairs, just trying to keep the but it doesn't seem possible now. The improbable.
나프가 1대4를 해야 돼요.
Always there, FaZe clan run back in 11-1 half unless now.
역대급 컴백.
Can you believe it?
쌍포큐.
Unbelievable. But always
Welcome to FaZe Clan, motherfuckers. 그리고 이게 카운터 스트라이크 대회입니다. 무슨 일이든지 일어날 수가 있습니다. FaZe Clan 항상 경기 재밌게 한다고 말했는데 진짜로 멋진 경기를 해냈습니다. GG. 팀 리퀴드 코앞에서 놓쳤어요. 전반전 11대1. 후반전에서도 매치 포인트 만들면서 12대3까지 갔는데 9연패 당하고 OT를 허용하고 결국 OT에서 트위치를 안아주는 전 팀원들.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but that was one hell of a game.
리퀴드 선수들 얼마나 상심이 클까요?
What the hell happened?
That's what I'm asking right now. I don't know what the hell happened there.
프로준 선수도 자기가 무슨 일이 있었는지 모르겠다고 합니다.
Yeah, I mean, I think even it was 11-1. I mean, we're just laughing, you know. I mean, what
우리는
we
그냥
really at that point, you
웃었어요.
know? I think we took it round by round, but I'm just proud, man, of the resilience we showed up, man.
그냥 한 라운드 한 라운드
So at what point do you actually
했을
start to think,
뿐이고.
okay, we can do this, like this is going to work?
I think like when it was like 12-11, 12-12, you know, like until that point, I think it was like round by round, round by round. You don't really think ahead, you know.
라운드 숫자를 생각하지 말고 그냥 한 라운드 다음, 한 라운드 다음, 한 라운드 다음만 생각했다고
that 3v5
하네요.
starts to go wrong, and then it seemed like when we got to Mirage after you'd lost, that FaZe fell asleep or just didn't connect.
I don't know what really happened though. I think maybe
무슨
we
일이
struggled a
일어났는지
bit,
이제
at the
기억이 안
start,
남아.
But I mean, they were also, you know, I think, well, they were farming. I feel like in the mid, I think they were getting entries left and right on the map, and yeah, I think like we couldn't get our foot into the game on the T side.
Well, you've got your foot into the arena. You're going to be able to do it once again and try and fight for that trophy. What does that feel like?
It feels amazing, right? I mean, that's what we are for.
That's what they're
근데
there for.
역대급으로
FaZe have done it
충격적인
once
경기,
again.
진짜.
Stunner, what you got for us?
플레이오프에 FaZe 클랜이 막차를 탔습니다.
And you know what? We've actually brought someone on here that could tell us more than anything that YNK and Pimp could possibly tell us. That's because we got Kerrigan here, and FaZe really have done what might even be seen as the impossible.
역대급 경기. 여러분,
Don't hear it from me. Kerrigan,
오늘
tell us, describe to this
이
in your
경기를
best
본
desk
여러분들이
impression, what just happened.
승자입니다.
Set it into before the game, right? How wins with the bullshit way, right?
트위치
it's so impressive. I mean,
샷건을
this is the calmest the TeamSpeak has been for the past 4 or 5 months. When we're down to
녹주가
level 1.
웃네요.
Everything is so calm, and I think it kind of reminds of the magic of 2022. We were like just
가족
chilling, having
사진.
fun, and like laughing it off, and suddenly, you know what? It's 12-11. Oops. We're back in town, boys.
Have you ever experienced something like this before in your career?
진짜 뭐 영화
I
한
think we
편
had
본
some
것
moments.
같아요.
I think there was a Cloud9 game. Last
영화 한 편 본
chance
것 같아요.
for qualify for the Paris Major. We're down 14-6 against Cloud9. I mean, so 6-14.
그룹스테이지 수고 많으셨습니다.
But with this lineup,